Yo, we are live on this Monday, August 3rd, 2026. It is Monday. Happy Monday, everybody. Original OC channel, Smartwatch Talk for the Smart Collector. I'm your host, OC, with breaking news. Well, maybe it's not breaking news. Maybe it's just an escalation or clarification of breaking news. And we'll get to that in just a minute. Let me pull up the comments here on my iPhone so I can monitor the comments in real time. Let's see who we have in the chat. See who we have. Oh, let me plug my phone in. As you can see, I did a lot of prep, a lot of planning. Boom. All right. Let's see if we can get to, let's see, it's Monday. Nobody watches on Monday. Nobody watches live streams on Monday. So, geez, we'll be lucky to get like 5 people watching. Let's see. Let's check out what's going on in the world of YouTube. All right, let's see what we got. By the way, breaking news, Nico Leonard. And by the way, if Nico wants to jump on, or if anybody wants to jump on, Julien Tornare, Roman Sharf, Adrian Taskin, you're all welcome. I'll drop the link. Here's the panel link. Boom. I'll even pin the link. I'll even pin it. Link is pinned and the pin is linked. All good. By the way, now's a good time to got to get a few administrative things out of the way. A few administrative things. I'll be right with you guys. I promise. We will get to the topic at hand very, very quickly. But first, I want to mention a few administrative notes, but they're important legal notes. Number one, and this one isn't legal, but it's more business associated. Please do not let your memberships lapse. Do not let the expiration dates of your credit card lapse or anything like that, because if you do so, you can't be grandfathered in on the low membership prices. So if you have a membership, if you have a star next to your name, please use your member milestone chats, your free member milestone chats. Use them. They're new, brand new for the month of August. Use your new member milestone chats. Number two, we will 100% be playing copyrighted content. Brody, I have the note right here. I got it. I got you. We will be 100% playing copyrighted content throughout the course of this broadcast. We do so consistent with United States copyright laws under fair use. And actually, I'll drop the link. One of the things that we'll be playing is the content from the Nico Leonard channel on YouTube. So listen, let's just get it out of the way. I want to thank Nico for giving us the green light to play his content. And he did so not explicitly, but implicitly through our circumvention of copyright law with fair use. So here's the link to Nico's channel on YouTube. Nico has 2 million subscribers. 2 million subscribers on YouTube. And last administrative note, the comments of people, all you guys over there in the chat, comments by people in the chat, as well as people on the panel and the original OC, do not, and I mean do not, represent the official views and opinions of the original OC channel or Original the Brand LLC. So now we got that out of the way. Let's see who we got in the chat. Let's see. I hope we get at least 5 people watching. We've got McAllen Drinker, member of the OC channel, first here. By the way, and be first to upvote. Let's get to Let's get to 12. 12 likes. If you're watching right now, let's get to 12 likes. We've got McAllen. I'm not paying attention to Teams calls. Yes. Well, listen, Monday, you got the Monday morning stand-ups. You got team meetings on Teams and on Google Meet and on Zoom and all that stuff. But those meetings tend to not be important. Monday morning sales meetings, Monday morning stand-ups, they're not important. Not important. So it's good to like turn off the volume on those unnecessary Teams calls and focus all of your energy on things that matter, like this breaking news. We got breaking news. Nico Leonard doubles down in his war against paid influencers like Roman Sharf, according to Nico Leonard, by the way. Not me. I'm just the commentator. I'm just bringing you the news. I'm just delivering the news. This is from Nico Leonard. We are doubling down on the paid influencers who are destroying this hobby. And in this video, Nico Leonard levels bombshell allegations against am I just doing this for ratings? Bombshell allegations against Luxury Bazaar CEO Roman Sharf and Hublot CEO Julien Tornare. Don't go anywhere. All right. Clip it, Mookie. StreamYard, you can clip that. All right. Welcome, McAllen Drinker. We got Original Mathis, who's not only a member, he's a moderator and co-CEO of the Original OC Channel Network. He's here. Reminding us, we'll take care of the comps. We'll take care of the comps. Those I haven't been watching those eBay live auctions for at least a couple of weeks. They're too much fluff, too much nonsense. Maybe I'll watch some tomorrow. Maybe I'll tune into Vukum or Schmookum or whatever on Tuesday night. We've got the solvents in the chat. Evening from Scotland. Good to have solvents here. Listen, we got a lot of actually, I was looking at the analytics a couple days ago. We're getting more and more viewers from Ireland, Scotland, and the UK. If those things overlap, my apologies. I know you guys are always correcting me in the chat. It's like, OC, Ireland is the UK. Okay, I get it. Or Northern Ireland is the UK, and Wales isn't, and England is, but Scotland isn't. Listen, I'm not here to talk about that. But we're getting tons of new viewers from, I don't know what it is. I mean, I can guess what it is. I don't want to say it publicly. I think you guys know why. But there are a lot more viewers coming in from Scotland, Ireland, and England, and the UK. Maybe maybe we're like being played in the Royal Palace. Maybe they're putting this channel up on the big screen in the Royal Palace. I don't know. Is that what it's called? The Royal Palace? Buckingham Palace. Buckingham Palace. Yeah. Like when you go in to see the Prince, whatever his name is, Prince William. Is it William? Prince William and Princess Catherine. I'm going to get in a lot of trouble with the Brits. Yeah, I think in the waiting room, in the green room there, they have like a big screen TV. I think they're playing my channel. Why else would we be getting so many new viewers from England and Ireland and Scotland? Interesting. It's fascinating. So that's 3 viewers. We're up to 3 viewers, and then we've got 4 viewers. Ashley's not a member, so can't pull up Ashley's comment. We got Leonardo DiCaprio. What's up, Leo? Hello, OC in chat. Was just watching this Nico video. Well, now you don't have to watch it on Nico's channel anymore. Listen, he doesn't need any more views. He's got 2 million subscribers, and those are actual subscribers, not paid paid bots or whatever. But we only have like 1,000 subscribers here. That's okay. There are 1,000 of the best subscribers in the world. Hello, OC in chat. Thank you for being a member. Thank you for being a member. Whole Milk is in the chat. What's up, Whole Milk? We've got Skip Intro in the chat. Skip Intro, who is a member and moderator, says Nico's shirt is looking awfully loose. Is that I think when I saw him in Geneva the last 2 times, and I also saw him at Dubai Watch Week, he's getting, at Dubai Watch Week, he's wearing fully tailored suits now. I mean, he's getting all of his clothes fully tailored. So I think this shirt might be I'm not a fashion guy. I'm not going to be, this is not the, we don't do like fashion advice here. I'm the last person to give fashion advice. But I think all of his shirts are now tailored. Maybe he just lost a tiny bit of weight. I think if you saw the shirt with him standing up, it would look okay. But he's making some weird gestures. He's engaged in animated commentary, which we will get to in exactly 5 minutes. In exactly 5 minutes, we're going to play this. Nico Leonard, YouTube sensation and the #1 watch personality on YouTube with over 2 million subscribers, is doubling down in his declaration of war against Hublot and Roman Sharf. And I've been watching the Roman Sharf podcast recently. As you guys know, we often, like maybe once a week, we actually do commentary on the Roman Sharf, Adrian Taskin podcast, which I think is, now that they've gone to just pure boring watch talk, I kind of like it. Kind of interesting to me, but this is a boring watch channel. If you're new to the channel, please subscribe and enable notifications. So I think we're up to like 5 or 6 viewers now. That's pretty good. Thank you, Skip Intro, for being a member. We've got John Doe in the chat. What's up, John Doe? That's a very good name. Very descriptive name, John Doe. Just to watch the video, very interesting. Reckless Spirit. Welcome, guys. I'm telling you, we're getting more and more new viewers into the channel. A lot of you guys are from Scotland. If you're new to the channel, just drop in a quick note. Like, where are you from? Don't dox yourself. Like, don't give your street address or anything, but just like, generally, where are you from? Are you from like, Cornwall, Ontario, Canada? Or are you from like the suburbs of Chicago, Illinois? Just tell us exactly where you're from. Not exactly. Reckless Spirit is in the chat, new to the channel. If you don't buy a watch based on value retention, you are a loser. There we go. Well, I would say that it's one of the contributing factors. You should definitely consider value retention. One of the worst things you could worst pieces of advice you could give is buy what you like, or buy what you love. Buy what you love. No, please don't do that, guys. That's how most people make very, very bad watch purchasing decisions. By the way, congratulations to JJ of the Watch Hangout, who just picked up a Rolex GMT Master 2 Pepsi, one of the discontinued models. I think he got it on Jubilee. Listen, it's not, and I said this in his chat, it is not a coincidence. It is not a coincidence that 99% of the unboxings that you see on watch channels are Rolex. That's because the advice that we are giving here is resonating. The advice that we give here is it being accepted? It's being, it sinks in and people are acting upon it. So I fully expect 100% of unboxings in the watch community to be Rolex and Patek. And that's the case. So listen, for all you guys who, there's a very few people, like a very, very small minority of people who criticize the strategy of focusing on the OC approved brands. But the reality is, when it comes time to plunk down your hard earned money on new watches, what do? You end up sending me a note on Instagram and asking me, is it okay to do this, this, and this? And those are the smart things. Those are the smart things to do. I answer questions for free. I answered 3 questions this morning from 3 different people. And if you don't believe me, those people are probably watching. All right, let's I'm going to catch up on the chat here. Catch up on the chat. Stephen L is in the chat. Upvote number 13. Thank you. I only asked for 12. And all right, let's get to 15. I'm going to be brazen. Let's get to 15. If we got to 13, we can get to 15. Snookered in BC. Hi, OC. Look at this. He's using Latin. Hi, OC et al. That means and everyone. Snookered in BC. Is that British Columbia? Don't tell us. I like to keep it a secret. Awesome. Welcome back to the channel. We got MD Chaz in the chat. Nico is very entertaining and has a great appreciation for, I'm not going to even mention that brand. I don't mention that brand here. We got Raf C in the chat. Raf C unboxed a Rolex on the Franchise Club the other night. I think it was maybe Saturday night. Shout out to Raf C. Greetings from Belgium. God, a huge group from the United Europe. I think at the time zone, it's just like the timing is perfect. Welcome from Belgium. Congratulations on your new to you Rolex. Every single unboxing is a Rolex. It's JJ, Raf C, Muhammad Ali unboxed something earlier. By the way, congratulations to Vimal. I'm not even allowed to say it. So, Vimal, if you're in the chat, congratulations to Vimal. I mean, everybody is reaching for the crown. Snookered in BC is in Vancouver. Is that British Columbia? I know there's there's Ontario, there's Winnipeg. What are the provinces? I'm not sure. I guess Vancouver is in British Columbia. We got Fairhaven, Massachusetts in the chat. New York City is being represented by Ashley. We've got Canada, Reckless Spirits in Canada. Yeah, cool. Awesome. If you're just joining us right now, drop in a comment in the chat and we will pull up your comment. I like to say hi to every single person. I think we're up to like 11 viewers. 11 viewers on a Monday afternoon. If you're just joining us, make sure YouTube starts you at the beginning of the video. So you might want to just check and see if we're live. Scroll all the way to the live part, and then you could go back and watch the beginning. All right. Let's see. Should we get going? You guys ready? Are you ready? Because this is Nico doubling down. We all know that for years he's been a very vocal critic of the Hublot brand, and he recently got into a public spat with Hublot CEO Julien Tornare, and I pronounced that as Swiss as I could. Julien Tornare. And he used to be the CEO of Zenith, by the way, and actually did some good things at Zenith. And then quickly that's within the LVMH group. He was moved to Tag Heuer real briefly, and then from Tag Heuer moved to turn around struggling LVMH brand Hublot. So, and he's been leveling some very serious allegations against paid influencers. And that's something that I've been talking about for at least a couple of years now, how the paid social media douchebags are getting compensated in the form of free watches, free trips, free gifts, free meetups, and all that stuff to spruik garbage brands. And listen, I know these a lot of people will say, "Well, oh, it's just I don't begrudge anybody trying to make a buck." It's easy for you to it's easy for you to say, "Oh, say you're." People say it's easy for you to say, "Oh, see, you're rich. You don't need the money." These people are doing it for a living. Yeah. Well, here's my argument. Okay. Um, I think if you've been blessed enough to have a following and people enjoy your content and people see value in your content and in your channel, whether this be YouTube, TikTok, Instagram, or whatever, and then you leverage the incredible audience that you've built and monetize it in a way that is against the best interest of the very people who have made you who you are, then that's a betrayal. And I think that is, um, I don't know. I mean, I just don't see that as being a very, I think you lose your integrity. I think you lose all credibility when you do that, when you sell out. Now, they're content creators who've done that successfully, where they've been able to take their audience and their market and monetize it in a way that's not where they're not doing things in their audience against their audience's best interest. But I think when you get a group of followers and then you tell them that Oris is better than Rolex because you're being paid by Oris, or that Tudor is a good brand when you're being paid by Tudor, I think that's disingenuous. And you should have to number one, disclose those things, which they never do. They never really do it. And number two, it ruins your credibility anyway. I mean, anybody who would come on a channel and say that Nordic is better than Rolex, or that Zero Worst is better than Patek. It's like those people are they really worth watching to begin with if they would have such bad opinions? I think, I think there's value in having someone who gives you good opinions and good advice. I heard OC get some mentions on JJ's watching out. Cool. Really? I hope in a good way. Usually if OC's getting mentioned on somebody else's live stream, it's not a good thing. Usually not complimentary, but that's okay. Do you guys agree with the adage that all publicity is good publicity? I don't know. Brody, who's a member, a moderator, and general counsel of the channel. I read off all those things at the beginning of the show, Brody. We're all good. Copyright thing, everything, all that stuff. Congratulations to the original OC channel for being the #1 watch gossip channel on YouTube. I think that's a compliment. I think what Brody's really trying to say is that we're the first channel, we're typically the first channel to bring you comprehensive strategic analysis of all the latest breaking news. And that means in today's case, there's breaking news about these YouTube personalities and brands and dealers. I don't, would you call it gossip? I don't know. The link is pinned. I don't think I mean, Nico's welcome to jump on and clarify his comments. I consider Nico, I'm on very friendly terms with Nico. We've never had an issue. We've seen each other many, many times. Very nice guy. We've got Steve H. See, Steve H. watching from Surrey, England. I'm telling you, we're being bombarded, and I mean in a good way, with new viewers from England. And I was in London in 2024. That's the last time I was there, London. Met up with all the guys. Muhammad Ali and Spencer, BQ Watches. Who else was there? Paul Thorpe. Paul Thorpe invited us to dinner. It was very nice. Red Shovel, all the guys. I was there with a whole bunch of people in London. Archie Luxury. Nico did a great job with this video, says Skip Intro. Okay. Hublot is, those aren't my words. Again, these are the views and opinions of people in the chat who do not, and I mean do not, represent the views of Original OC, the Original OC channel, or Original the Brand LLC. Whole Milk says, I'm gonna hold on. Got to delete this comment here. I don't even mention. Sorry, Whole Milk. Your comment has been deleted for mentioning a brand that I don't want promoted in my chat, or even mentioned. Guys, stop typing in bad brands. Stop. Stop typing in bad brands. Any of these, Ashley, don't mention that brand. Jeez. Okay, I'll read it. Any of these influencers shoving Norquan in our faces is probably receiving benefits from Norquan. Plugging Norquan is my litmus test for influencers. I have to be honest. The chief operating officer of Norquan, I saw him at Booker Watch Week, and I don't think he knew who I was, but he did hand me like a new carbon Norquan, I think it was, and it wasn't like the worst watch in the world. It was $14,000, and I thought to myself, okay, this is not the worst watch in the world, but it's definitely not a $14,000 watch. So, I mean, do these brands, I mean, is their entire portfolio garbage? No. But it's just like Norquan isn't like a brand that I would recommend for anybody to buy. That doesn't mean anything bad. It just means that in today's environment, today's climate, where you have tremendous opportunity and choice, and you can be very discerning about what you buy only the best. Why bother not buying the best? It makes no sense. Why would you settle for buying Norquan or Oris or Omega when you can buy Rolex and Patek? It just doesn't. Now more than ever, you should be focusing on the OC approved brands. Brody says Hublot isn't any more shite than a plethora of other brands at that price point. Nico needs new shtick. His Hublot content is tired and played out. Should he choose other brands to destroy? should Nico move on to other brands to bash? I think the Hublot thing has stuck. You know what thing hasn't stuck? What that brand being God tier? Is it Casio or G-Shock? Like one of those things, I don't even know. But like 2 or 3 years ago, he would say like, well, this is God tier. This is God tier. And I can't even remember which brand it was. I think it was either Casio or G-Shock, or maybe those brands are the same thing. I don't know. But like that thing, like you don't hear anybody saying that brand is God tier anymore. That kind of has dissipated. But Hublot, the attacks on Hublot, and by attacks, I mean criticisms, fair and unfair criticisms continue. I mean, they just came out with a watch that was for Mbappe, the soccer player, the French soccer player. Is that how you pronounce his name? Mbappe. Like he's like a superstar French soccer player. And the watch is $30,000. In white ceramic, $30,000. And I think the issue is, and it's a legitimate issue. I'm sick and tired of people saying that you shouldn't think about it or you shouldn't factor it in. Value retention. Yeah, I mean, if when you go to sell that watch, and you will, because it's not a good watch, you'll barely get $10,000 for it. So you're throwing away 20 grand. So like, let's stop it with the nonsense here. But should he pick another brand to pick on? You should definitely pick on another brand. Sure, why not? Let's go after all the brands. Let's go after all the non-OC approved brands. We got Alejandro Gilik in the chat. Hello, OC in the chat. Hope all are well. And he upvoted, reminding you. Let's get to 25 likes, guys. 25 likes. I want to thank everybody for watching the last live stream that we did. I think we got like 85 likes. Oh, 75 likes. 78 likes on the last live stream. It's freaking incredible. That's incredible. Can we beat it? Can we beat 78 likes? Highly unlikely. But if we can get to 25 likes, I think we'll be in pretty good shape. I think Nico's point, says Skip Intro, for those of you listening in on the car, or you're the weather in the Northeast is really bad today, so you're probably trapped at home. That's why we have like 17 viewers. We're all the way up to 17 viewers now, making us the #1 rated live stream on YouTube right now. If you take out all of the news live streams and all the live streams focusing on music, entertainment, news, and politics, if you factor all of those out, we're the top performing live stream on YouTube with 17 viewers. I think Nico's point, says Skip Intro, is that Hublot's shitty behavior extends to other brands, extends to all the brands. And Ulysse Nardin, Oris, Tudor, and they're usually the brands that need help. And that makes sense. But when so-called influencers get paid to spruik these brands and to tell their audience and their followers that those watches are better investments than Rolex and better investments than Patek, I think they're doing everyone a disservice, huge disservice. Whole Milk trying to get around the ban on bad brands. Let's see. Let's give OC a seizure. I'll keep that comment in. Keep the comment in. We've got Diego M in the chat. We've got Rod Gever Besmerging, whoever that person is. Greetings from the Netherlands. Gosh. Got Belgium, the Netherlands, England, Scotland. I'm sure we got people from Ireland watching. I know they are. Let's get to the video. I will say hi to every single person who types in a comment in the chat. Every single person. If you just joined us, this is the original OC channel, Smartwatch Talk for the Smart Collector. I am your host, OC. If you're new to the channel, please subscribe, enable all notifications. If you are a continuing viewer, thank you for watching. Thank you to all the members. If you have a star next to your name, you're a member. If you don't have a star next to your name, then please become a member on a non-Apple device. Click on this link. I'll drop this link in the chat. Now's a good time. It's the beginning of August. No better time to become a member than right now. Click on that link on a non-Apple device. If you do it on an Apple device, you'll pay like triple what the people who pay on a non-Apple device. If you want to pay Apple like 70 or 80% markup, hey, go for it. It only helps me. I've got I made a fortune on Apple stock. So be my guest. Go for it. If, on the other hand, you like to save money and get the best value, and by the way, there's some promotions going. If you're a premium member, if you're a member of YouTube Premium, I think you get like a free month when you become a new member today. So if you're a member of YouTube Premium, I think the first month is free. Don't hold me to it. I don't know exactly what the terms and conditions are. All I do know is that there was a period in time, maybe it's expired, I'm not quite sure. But anyway, you could get the first month for free and cancel at any time. All right, let's get to the good stuff. If you're here, let me update you on what's going on. Breaking news. YouTube watch personality Nico Leonard, the number one watch personality on social media with 2 million followers on YouTube, continues his scathing attack on Swiss watch brand Hublot and levels damning allegations against Luxury Bazaar CEO Roman Sharf, who, by the way, I think actually does a pretty interesting podcast with his co-panelist Adrian Taskin on a weekly basis. If you watch this channel, you know that I do color commentary and satire based on their weekly podcast. Questions? Any questions? I'm going to allow for a few minutes for questions before we get started. Before we do, type in your questions in the chat and then we'll get started on this video. But before the questions, I want to do a quick customary wristwatch check. I'm wearing my Breguet Mariner. Absolutely love it. I've been wearing this all week. If you'd like an example, check out delrewatch.com. Link in the description below. No, I'm wearing the no Breguet Mariner for me. I'm rocking the Patek Philippe 5212. It's the Calatrava weekly calendar in stainless steel with the steel deployment. The steel deployment Calatrava cross. The black strap from the 5326. And it's the weekly calendar, stainless steel, reach for the cross. Patek Philippe. Okay, who can argue with that? Who's going to argue with that? It's incredibly light on the wrist. It's a nice casual watch. Look at that. Black, baby. All right. If you're new to the channel, we only focus on OC approved brands. Those brands are Rolex, Patek, AP. See how I winced a little bit before I said AP? Richard Mille, and investment brand F. Pajan. Okay? That's what we do here. My collection, my personal collection, I sold all Tudor I ever bought. I sold all Omega. I sold all Zenith. It's a 100% Rolex Patek AP collection. Okay? Now, let's see. We got Mr. Tudor to You joining us in the chat. What's up, Mr. Tudor to You? Become a member. Hey, look at this. Leo says, on my YouTube premium member, I got a free month at the Watch Hangout. There you go. Check out the Watch Hangout on YouTube. If you're YouTube Premium, if you have YouTube Premium, I think you even get a free month here if you don't have an existing membership. Check it out. All right. What was your first COVID era watch? No. First COVID era watch was a Zenith. COVID era watches, I bought Zenith and Omega in 2020. Okay. And they're gone. And I bought Tudors, a couple Tudors along the way. Those are gone. Egg Bad is in the chat. Nice. I think you're referring to this. You're not referring to me. And probably not. Maybe you're referring to this photo of Nico. I don't know. Or maybe the watch. Whole Milk says, is Frédéric Constant an OC approved brand? Absolutely not. That's a silly question. Why would you even... The trolling doesn't even work. The trolling's not even funny. Whole Milk. We need to, guys, step it up. Step up the trolling. Years ago. Brody, member and moderator, 5212 from Patek Philippe is the first watch in the Patek Journey, the Journey starter kit. Only 450,000 more to go in purchase history to get a Nautilus. I'm pulling for you, OC. Oh, okay. StreamYard, clip it. I just want my friends at my Patek Philippe authorized retailer to make note that I do have a 5212 in steel, and I'm an avid wearer of my annual calendar in white gold. And I post a lot about those two watches on Instagram. They know I'm a collector that wears my watches. So if they were to sell me a Nautilus, it doesn't have to be the 50th anniversary. It probably should be. Like if they were smart, they'd probably sell me the 50th anniversary in white gold. It's in white gold, right? The big one, the 40, or is it platinum? Which one is that one? There's three 50th anniversary models. Hold on, let me pull it up here. I don't want the one on the canvas strap because I already got canvas strap. Okay. It's been at least 24 hours since I visited Patek.com. So let's pull up the new models for 2026. Don't worry, I'll show you my screen in just a second. I'm just going through the filters here. New for 2026. And Nautilus. Men. And I'll pull up my screen just a second. Just give me a second. All right, here we go. Boom. I don't think I have 450,000 left on my journey. I think StreamYard, clip it. I think if my Patek partner, my authorized Patek partner is watching, I think they should allocate me this watch right here, the 5810 Nautilus in white gold with the micro rotor. I think this is the one that I think that would be their smartest thing, the smartest thing for them to do. Don't you think? The new Nomos skip intro. Stop it. We don't. Nomos is one of those brands that, remember how big they were when Teddy Baldassar was talking about them in 2020, 2021? Nomos is a great entry-level brand, and they love their Bauhaus design. I don't think you should buy any watches that have Bauhaus design. I don't want to have to say the word Bauhaus, and I don't want to have to explain to people that my watch is a great example of Bauhaus design. Who the fuck wants Bauhaus? I don't even want to say Bauhaus. I don't even know what the fuck that even means. I don't want to watch with Bauhaus design, okay? There, I said it. So I don't care if they spent $1 gazillion to develop in-house movements. Okay? I don't like Nomos. There, I said it. Sorry. Don't, guys. And the thing is, like, some people, a very vocal minority of people give me slack. Like, oh, Nomos isn't that bad. Yeah, put up your own money. Let's see you buy a Nomos with your own money. You won't fucking do it, will you? No, you won't. You just come on here and berate me and attack my collecting strategy. So I've been collecting for over 7 months now. I think I know what I'm doing. Okay? And it doesn't involve Nomos. This is what I want. This right here. And shout out to my Patek partner. If I get this, that would be a very wise choice. If you were smart, that's what you'd give me. Okay? I don't want to explain fucking Bauhaus design. Okay, this is I don't want to explain anything. I want to show up at a meetup or a dinner wearing this, and that communicates everything. All right. Whole milk from Tech's website. The first Calatrava watch was inspired by the purest design of the minimalist Bauhaus principle. Well, I don't like the term Bauhaus. Okay, I think there was a band named Bauhaus, right? Never liked their music. Oh man, we've got TB Profile. Who's TB Profile? I'm not sure who that is. Maybe you've been in the chat before. I haven't recognized you, but welcome back, whoever you are. All right, guys, are you guys ready? Are you ready? Let's get to the video. Today's episode is about this breaking news. We got breaking news. I want to drop the link. I want to thank Nico Leonard for allowing us to share his copyrighted content consistent with United States copyright law. Here's a link to Nico's channel on YouTube. 2 million actual subscribers. 2 million actual subscribers. All right. Vimal, you're in the chat. Am I allowed to say congratulations? Am I allowed to do that? Will that embarrass you? I know you're very low key. But let me be one of the first people to say congratulations to Vimal. I'm not going to say why, because I want to respect his privacy. Want to respect Vimal's privacy. But congratulations on behalf of me personally, everyone here at the OC channel, all of the members, all of the viewers. Vimal deserves some congratulations, and he. That's all I'm going to say. That's all I'm going to say. If anybody wants to jump on, there's a link pinned somewhere in the chat. It says StreamYard.com something something. That's the platform that we use to stream live on YouTube. Let's get into it. Okay, Nico Leonard, YouTuber, YouTube superstar. Nico Leonard, the #1 watch personality on social media with over 2 million subscribers, continued his waged war against Swiss luxury brand Hublot and Hublot CEO Julien Tornare, and leveled some scathing and blistering allegations against the brand and former peer Luxury Bazaar CEO Roman Sharf. Now, do I know exactly what Nico's going to say? A little bit, but for the most part, I'm going to be watching along with you guys. So the reactions are raw, unfiltered, and uncensored, and I want you guys to do the same. Type in your questions, your reactions, your comments in the chat. But basically, Nico is going to be summarizing his overall beef, which is, by the way, a very public beef with Hublot CEO Julien Tornare. Any questions before we get started? Any questions at all? Now is your time to ask them. Okay. Let's see here. Just one quick check of something before I continue on. All right, cool. Let's go. Here's the video. If there are any issues with the audio, you guys let me know, okay? Here we go.
Made a profit. Fantastic. Well, I got an absolutely public beef with Julien, the CEO of Hublot. You care of hearing about it?
I think he didn't say Julien's last name because he was scared of mispronouncing it. Right? Like, I'm not 100% sure how to pronounce it either, but I think it's Tornare. It's Tornare. I don't think you pronounce it Tornare. It's not Tornare. I think it's Tornare. And you add a little bit of French, Tornare, Tornare. Maybe it's Italian. I don't know. Tornare. It's Julien Tornare. That's a little bit too Italian, but I think it's Julien Tornare. I think he's Swiss. He's got to be Swiss, French, something like that, right? Whole Milk says we are like an hour in and you haven't started yet. Jesus, listen, if you want to level criticisms about long intros, go to the Franchise Club. Their intros take 2 to 3 hours. It could be sometimes 3 hours reading comments in the chat before they even click on the button to start anything. Okay, so do you have an issue with that? I don't think so. I think you'll sit there for all 10 hours and watch every single second, and you'll love it. So listen, don't criticize. Sure, we did a 1 hour intro. Nothing wrong with that. What else do you have to do? What else do you guys have to do? Nothing. There's nothing good on YouTube. There's no good content out there. I mean, maybe go see the new Spider-Man. I'm going to go see the new Spider-Man movie sometime this week. Don't spoil it in the chat. I'm going to go see it because I heard it did blockbuster business. And Mathis said go see it. And pretty much I have to do whatever Mathis tells me. He's like, yo, OC, Spider-Man is the #1 superhero of all time. I'm like, he is? It's like, yeah. The Spider-Man movies are the best movies ever made. How can you not go see it immediately? I'm like, I don't know. I didn't know there was a new Spider-Man movie. And it's like, how many Spider-Man movies are they going to do? I mean, didn't they do 1 or 2 or 3 already? What is it, the same plot over and over again? Or do they invent new characters? Or do they go to the comic book and they find Spider-Man's enemies and they create new... the other thing is I didn't know who the current Spider-Man was. I'm like, but Mathis, who's playing Spider-Man now? Tobey Maguire? He's like, hell no. I'm like, how the fuck do I know? I don't know. I just thought it was Tobey Maguire. He's like, oh, see, that was 30 years ago. Was it 30? Was Tobey Maguire 30 years ago? I don't know. But it's being played by this British actor Colin Farrell? I don't know. Who is it? Who's playing Spider-Man now? It's Tom Higginsworth or somebody. The members creating the comments. Okay, the members creating the comments, they creating the content so everybody can see and enjoy the thought. Exactly. It's the comments that make... Listen, nobody watches the show because of me. Nobody. Listen, I know the strengths and weaknesses of this channel's limited, mediocre success. Okay, and it has nothing to do with me as a host or moderator. It has everything to do with the quality of this chat, the quality of the chat all the way over there or wherever it is on your screen. Yeah, the absolute best collectors, the smartest collectors, and the clever trolls. Yeah, it's all about the comments. Spider-Man, watch it this morning. It's good, OC. You will like it. Are you referring to Spider-Man or the Nico video? Which one? Did you go see Spider-Man? Or the Nico video? It's Tom Netherlands is the actor. I don't know his name. Tom Higginsworth or Higglesworth, Sam Rockwell, Colin Farrell. One of those guys, I think, is the actor. And Zendaya, who's of course a Rolex testimony. Zendaya is the stars opposite Colin Farrell as MJ, which is the female love interest, co-star, whatever you call it. Reach for the crown, Zendaya. By the way, let's do a link for Zendaya. If Colin Farrell, link for Colin or Zendaya. If any of those two want to jump on, here's a special link just for you. All right, let's get to it. If you just started watching, breaking news in the watch world. Number one watch personality, Nico Leonard, is clarifying his sustained war against Hublot CEO Julien Tornare. And let's get into it.
The team posted on my Instagram a video about Hublot. We done this video, right, where we destroyed the Hublot. The video.
Okay, so this was an old, a few weeks ago, 3 or 4 weeks ago. Nico's team went back and found old videos of Nico. I mean, you can tell they're old just by looking at Nico in this photo, where he's a lot plumper. Is a different body profile. How do I put it nicely? And they compiled a bunch of shots from Nico's previous criticisms of Hublot and video antics, and they republished the attack on Hublot about 4 or 5 weeks ago. That's what they did.
That absolutely flopped. The CEO of Hublot commented on it, right? Still waiting for you to visit us and see how amazing and beautiful this brand is. And I do have a few years of experience in our industry. And
all right.
The team posted on my Instagram a video about Hublot. We done this video, right, where we destroyed the Hublot, the video that absolutely flopped. The CEO of Hublot commented on it, right? Still waiting for you to visit.
Okay, so this was the again the redid video where they took old clips of Nico destroying the Hublot and they republished it about 5 or 6 weeks ago. And this is Hublot CEO Julien Tornare. Still waiting for you to visit us and see how amazing and beautiful this brand is. And I do have a few years of experience in this industry. So what Julien is saying is that they actually, and Nico has covered this before, they asked certain influencers and they offered influencers big bucks to come to Switzerland, tour the Hublot factory and do a video about it. And these influencers would be compensated dearly. I mean, these were very lucrative offers. Hublot offered a lot of money to these big influencers to come and publish positive reviews of Hublot. And Nico refused. Nico very publicly refused.
Visit us and see how amazing and beautiful this brand is. And I do have a few years of experience in our industry. And I'm like, okay, fair enough. Nice comment. I had to reply, obviously, because I'm absolutely sick and tired of this. Julien, I gave you the opportunity to make a meaningful impact by matching my £100,000 donation.
So what Nico said in response was, I don't want to be paid. There are other people who you've paid to do these videos and these tours of Hublot, but I don't want to be paid personally. I'm happy to come visit the factory, but take I want you to send £100,000 donation to charity, and I'll match it, which I think is pretty. I mean, when you do it publicly, though, I understand why the brand might not take too kindly to that, right? I can understand why the brand doesn't take too kindly to things like that. A very public kind of ultimatum. Well, yeah, I'll come, but you have to donate $100,000 to charity. But that's what he did. And now, of course, he's rehashing it.
Opportunity to make a meaningful impact by matching my £100,000 donation to a charity that actually makes a huge difference. You declined. Instead,
you declined.
You've chosen to spend millions on celebrity appearances and influencer parties. AO 50 Cent.
So they spent, according to Nico, this is Nico's claim, Hublot spent millions. Do we really know it's millions? I don't think it's millions. It's probably hundreds of thousands. Maybe it could be millions if they're doing parties and receptions and events. Those things can be quite expensive. And hiring people like 50 Cent to perform at these things. And if they're paying influencers They're flying them to Switzerland, and they're paying for their hotel, paying for their meals, and giving them a big fat cash payment in exchange for favorable coverage. It could be in the millions.
Just after I've asked for this donation. This tells me everything I need to know about where you're.
So Nico's complaining that they continued to spend lavishly on their marketing activities when they didn't take him up on his offer to donate 100,000 pounds to charity in exchange for his visit to the Hublot factory.
Priorities lies. You state that Hublot is this great brand, but somehow seem to miss that a truly great brand understands that its legacy is not just built solely on who attends its parties, but on the positive impact it leaves.
So now Nico's kind of browbeating them a little bit. Like, listen, if you say that you're a great brand, then you'll contribute to charity. I mean, it's tough to pull off something like that publicly. Hey, we got Vimal in the chat with a flamingo blue highlighted comment from Canada, $2 Canadian, which is the equivalent of like $6 US. Pay 100K to charity, and I won't attack you. Ooh, that's an interesting. Okay, that's an interesting interpretation. So you see this as a. I don't want to say blackmail, but you see this as extortion. You see this as an attempt to extort money from Hublot for the sake of charity. Interesting. Thank you, Vimal. Congratulations again on your recent acquisition. We got Jonathan Quayle Higgins in the chat. Jonathan Quayle Higgins, my co-founder of Elite Horology. Good evening, OC. Don't forget, it's hard for the Swiss to part with money. It usually goes the other way. Well, listen, Rolex is a very, very philanthropic organization. They spend hundreds of millions on philanthropy every year, hundreds of millions. Now, of course, it's set up as a charitable trust or whatever it is, so they kind of have to do that. But first, the other thing is that Hublot is almost bankrupt. I mean, they're a failing brand. I mean, Zenith, Hublot, and there's probably one or two others in the LVMH portfolio that are basically losing money. LVMH could pull the plug on either of these two brands at a moment's notice. So they should give to charity quickly before they're out of business. So what do you think about that? Well, thank you for being in the chat. Let's keep going. You guys following along so far? Any questions? Type in any questions that you have. I'll read the comments occasionally.
Behind a beautiful brand would have approached this.
See, this is a little bit snarky, right? Well, if you were such a great brand, then you'd do what I say. A beautiful brand would have approached this differently. I mean, a chat GTP or whatever, or chat STP wouldn't have used these words. It would have been a little bit more business-like and a little bit less flowery. I mean, you wouldn't say a beautiful brand. There's only one person I know that would say something like a big, beautiful brand like Hublot would have approached us totally differently. It would have organized the opportunity to do something meaningful, to stand for something bigger than itself.
Parties, but on the positive impact it leaves behind. A beautiful brand would have approached this differently. It would have recognized the opportunity to do something meaningful, to stand for something bigger than themselves. And you know what? I would have gone to Hublot. We would have done a photo. We would have done a video. You would have been able to tell your story. I would have made some jokes. We would have shaken each other's hand, and we would have never had a problem ever again.
Now we know that Roman Sharf famously did go to the Hublot factory, and he did actually what was a pretty educational video about Hublot's processes for making the cases and magic gold and ceramics and a lot of the stuff that they do at Hublot. So it's an educational video. But was he paid to do that? I don't know for sure, but according to Nico, he was, and the amount that he was paid will blow your mind, absolutely blow your mind. I never thought that he would get paid so much, but your minds are about to be blown because Nico levels a scathing and damning accusation against Hublot and Roman Sharf coming up. All right, hey, here's my partner. Someone's jumping on the panel. Welcome, Jonathan Quayle Higgins. Yo, Jonathan, what's up?
I'm not your partner.
Partner in crime. Partner in crime.
Okay.
Partner in crime and partner in elite horology. However long that channel continues to exist, who knows?
Yeah, I just try to set the record straight, not to fuel the rumors here.
All right, set it straight.
Have you seen that video of Roman Sharf visiting Hublot?
I did. We covered it on this channel. It was actually a pretty good video. I mean, educational,
you think
right?
So?
Well, what did you think?
I found it horrible, to be honest.
Okay, hold on a second. Let me find it. Let me see. Roman Sharf Hublot factory. Okay, this was a month ago. There was a little bit of let me pull it up here. Boom. All right. Is there any particular section that you didn't like?
Hold it. Stop. Okay. So you're in the business of selling lifestyle products, correct?
Me? I'm personally not. No, I'm not.
We're talking about Hublot.
Okay, Hublot is a luxury watch brand. I don't know if I would consider them a lifestyle brand because it's not like
lifestyle,
they're selling
luxury, whatever. And then you show them an antique machine park. Do you think that makes the brand any sexy? I agree with you. I agree with you that it was educational, and I give kudos to Hublot for showing everything. But I mean, does that really open the wallet of somebody who is interested in buying a luxury watch?
Wait a minute. I mean, let me understand your argument. Are you saying that Hublot should be closely associated with high technology, advanced materials, advanced complications, and they should only show processes that are robotics and automatic stuff and stuff to make it look like they're very high tech, and that they shouldn't be showing anything related to old world hand craftsmanship or hand assembly?
But this is not hand assembly. Can you see any watchmaker there? I can only see gray machines who are that are probably bought before 2000.
This isn't state of the art.
I don't see that as being state of the art, but
these are the machines that make the parts that make those little tiny microscopic parts that go in the movement.
I know, and that's the hard truth in many watch factories, unless the machines are in China, just like Omega does. But I don't find that sexy, and I don't think that this helps Hublot in any way to increase their sales.
You would want them to do what? Show more hand, like humans doing hand stuff? That you think? But would you think that's consistent with the Hublot brand? The Hublot brand is about kind of more on the cutting edge, big, high tech, advanced alloys, chronographs. You really think that it would help them to show like old ladies taking a stick, a fucking piece of wood, and like rubbing it against a fucking microscopic part with a fucking monocle, like this?
Do you know the IWC promotion videos where those fancy young watchmakers that all look like supermodels are assembling certain watches?
IWC is a little bit of a different brand. They have a lot of history. They want to be known as a high quality watchmaker. Hublot, actually, one of the pillars that Julien Tornare is pushing is more of a focus on the movement and on the watchmaking capability because. But you're saying this video doesn't help them accomplish that?
No, stamping out those parts and showing the machine park is certainly not something that is really sexy. I mean, this could be a video of the 1980s.
Let me see if they get to a part where they're this is all parts where they're CNCing stuff. There's the ceramics, right? The carbon or whatever it is.
Yeah. Does that look sexy? And any kind of gray metal tables, it looks like a prison from inside.
I think I would argue that this is the kind of stuff that they want to show that they're high tech. Now here, they're showing actual hand polishing. Every single part is hand polished.
Ooh,
according to them.
Okay. Yeah, 20 seconds.
You want to see it?
The finishing of the components. So he's really polishing, that we can see. So this is a classic fusion case, and he's polishing the products. So
Polishing
here's
the
what
case.
we call the angling. So we're
Angling, Jonathan, angling. Everybody knows angling.
Yeah.
all the
But
components.
this looks like an old.
And that's
Can you go back a little bit? No, a little bit further, please. No.
so he's really polishing, that we can see. So this is a classic fusion case, and he's polishing the products. So here's what we call the angling. So we're angling all the.
That looks like an old dentist chair to me, not like a watchmaking facilities. I'm sorry. This is not sexy. I think that I respect Hublot for being open and transparent and everything, but the people who organized that visit and kind of approved it and thought that this is a good idea to do that should be fired, in my opinion. I mean, we are talking about a brand of Louis Vuitton.
Well, that's not. I mean, they're not known for being the best watch conglomerate maison, are they?
Well, but they try to have a certain aura. I don't see anything which is really sexy. I'm not Hublot's biggest fan, but this turns me totally off.
What if I proceed and I show you this incredible hand, the anglage, Jonathan, anglage.
Side of the components, and that's all done by hand. So the small wheel.
And they don't use wood. They don't use like a stick.
Exactly.
They use state of the art tools.
They use a tourette, which is a tool to make the anglage instead of doing it the good way.
Okay.
And that's all done by hand.
Do you want to know? Do you want to take a guess how much Roman Sharf was paid by Hublot to do this video?
Do you know?
According to Nico, it's coming up later in the video.
Yeah. Nico said over 100,000. I doubt that that kind of money was flowing. What do you think?
Crazy. That would be crazy. Well, let's let Nico say it in his own words. I don't want to get sued. All right, let's get back to the Nico video. Yes, feel free to stick around and comment on stuff as it happens live here. But what do you think about also this tactic of like, well, if you were a good brand, you know, when I offered you the opportunity to give £100,000 to charity, you would take me up on it. You know, that's not, brands aren't going to jump up and down to do that.
I think there should be one lesson learned for the CEO of Hublot. Stay away from social media and leave it to the pros.
Leave it to the pros. Okay. Let's back to the action.
I like how they spell out Hublot in different kind of ways.
Hublot, yeah.
We would have shaken each other's hand and we would have never had a problem ever again. I would have never.
For some reason, I doubt that it would have gone that smoothly. I mean, I think Nico would have done a video. He would have thrown a couple of jabs at them. Well, maybe he would have that money would have gone to charity. £200,000, 100,000 by Hublot. Then Nico would match it with another £100,000. They'd do a video, and maybe things would be a lot better than they are now. But then we wouldn't get this juicy public
We would
feud.
have done a video. You would have been able to tell your story. I would have made some jokes. We would have shaken each other's hand, and we would have never had a problem ever again. I would have never promoted Hublot. I would have never done
Hublot.
that, but at least we would have separated from each other as gentlemen. It's actually
So in other words, he's saying that, I would never be promoting the brand, but at least I wouldn't be proactively going after it. Maybe I would not take advantage of the opportunity to criticize the brand so frequently.
Let's have a discussion about the damage in US dollars that Nico so far has caused and probably continues to cause them. Wouldn't be $100,000.
Let me challenge your premise. By asking you the question: do you believe that negative publicity created by Nico Leonard what manifested itself in loss of revenue for Hublot, loss of reputation, loss of credibility, loss of esteem?
I know that you say all publicity is good publicity. I disagree in some point, because when we're still talking about hype watches and a lot of emotions and luxury in a kind of way, and we're talking about social media and the rules that apply on social media, and if you're not among the cool guys, you're losing a lot of money.
Please answer this comment. Tobister McDonkey says their main customer base is the douchebag. Douchebags don't give a fuck or know anything about watchmaking. Jonathan is wrong. So that goes back to my criticism. I think what they showed was state-of-the-art CNC machines, state-of-the-art alloys, forged carbon, ceramic, magic gold, movements, and stuff like that. And I think it's consistent with like the high-tech nature of their customer base. You disagree? You think they should have shown more hand? You're saying, but they don't have hand finishing, so that's the problem, is that they don't do those things.
I mean, this Tobister McDonkey, and the name is probably a program. I mean, we haven't seen any watchmaking so far. In that video, we saw old machines that churn out parts, and we had a guy who is using a machine to apply an anglage.
Mm-hmm. Look,
that's
there's
not watchmaking.
Wood. Look, wood.
Oh.
There's a bench.
Now we are engraving stuff or something.
Yeah. Well, these are stone setters here. So here they actually have a gem set.
Okay, no watchmaking.
And we have the know-how for all the types of stone settings. And our 3 stone setters have been working for us for many years now. Just to give you also an example, this is a dial, if you want to look through. So this is a dial that...
It's a dial, Jonathan.
All the
this
setting
looks
has
horrible.
done by hand.
What about it is horrible? What about it?
This working desk is right out of the 1990s, and it just looks
you can't
terrible.
You can't complain that they don't do old world techniques, and then complain when they have old world techniques on the screen.
Have you visited Reshep?
Yes, I have. I've been allocated several Reshepis. I've turned them all down.
Did you visit the watchmakers that are working on those watches?
I haven't visited Reshep.
So Reshep has his own furnishing guy who furnishes him with the finest wooden watchmaker benches. They are incredible. Everything looks posh, modern, but still classy. This is just old crap.
Okay. So it's either not old enough or too old. That's your criticism.
Well, this is certainly outdated, and I would be embarrassed to show this. if
Well,
I was
they-
Hublot.
Well, there's a guy. Here's an actual hand,
Yeah,
you know, and
Mhm.
that guy's setting gems.
That's how
So,
it's done. Yes.
like there's like a guy's looking through a microscope.
Mhm.
You know, there's people. Well, okay, there's no people here in this shot because they've all been furloughed or whatever. There's
Yeah,
nobody
exactly.
I'd like one of those Hublot. Those white coats are pretty cool. They're like very medical and sterile looking. I like that.
Yeah.
And here she's doing something.
And that's what we do it by hand. So
I
the
think
very
she's setting-
small pin that you see here.
I love how he corrects her. Like she's not doing it correctly. Watch.
Yeah.
Inside with the machine, but now very precise for the riveting of the components. So we're riveting the components inside. And that's what we do it by hand.
Are rivets good? Yes or no?
Yeah. Yeah, riveting is good, but still those benches are all standard old technology, and many.
It's a bench. What? How high tech can you make a bench? It's a bench.
Oh, you can just have a look at IWC, for example. They are.
You're talking about like
incredible.
those benches that where they have their hands here and they have fucking robot arms.
Can you-
And then
We all don't know how Rolex looks like, but do you think the people at Rolex are producing that way?
I don't know. I mean, nobody touches the watches at Rolex.
Yeah.
All right, let's keep going.
So the very small pin that you see here is going to be pressed down inside one hole. Why is it not machined? Because it's so small. It's so small. It's not
small.
a
See?
big production. It's going to go on a complicated watch. Picking the component up, very difficult. Put it inside. It's very difficult. Even if we try it, we never do it. So here the watchmaker is going to.
What about this? What about this setup? She's got a screen. It's an LCD screen. She's got a
Yeah.
microscope. He
Do
or
you-
she.
Do
Whatever.
you know why it looks like she's working in a cupboard?
Because you want a lot of excellent lighting.
No, they keep the area clean, so it sucks out the dust.
Oh, okay.
But this is all old technology that just says that Hublot doesn't have the money to invest in a proper clean room environment, just like many other modern brands have.
There's no pleasing you. There's
And
no
to be
pleasing you.
honest, all the benches, everything looks like a mess.
You and the benches. Enough with the benches.
Yes.
Dear Artifact says, who's a member, by the way, I want my watches to come with a certification that proves the Maison only uses the finest quality benches. And enough with the benches. Well, you guys are going insane about the benches. Forget about the benches. The benches it's a bench. God,
No.
you guys are crazy with the benches. All right.
This is not sexy.
It's not sexy. You want sexy benches, but
I mean-
sexy
I mean,
benches
I
that
want-
represent new technology, but that encompass old world hand finishing at the same time.
If I'm the CEO of Hublot, I want my watches. I want to sell my watches in a sexy way, and not in this kind of outdated, messy kind of way. Sorry.
All right, let's keep look. Working on the Mecha 10
Make
movement
sure
here.
that we set the movement perfectly. At the moment, Sandra is working on the Mecha 10 movement, so the 10-day power.
Very
reserve.
high-end movement, probably up there with a Crivia in terms of its complications. Like, this is George. This is like George Williams and Paul Dufour kind of quality here.
During the whole life of the movement, we make sure that we're always stabilized and the movement will give perfect time. So from there, on all the indications that the watchmaker gets, from all the different aspects and settings of these positions,
See, look how he moves his arm like a tourbillon. This is like a human Look, watch
that
carefully.
the watchmaker gets, from all the different aspects and
See?
settings of these positions, he will work on the movement to have, of course, the perfect setting and the perfect timing.
There you go. And then here we have
Okay.
more like microchips or dials or whatever we have here. Ooh, tourbillon.
Necessarily mean that you have to measure and manufacture. but
What
the
a
fact that they
mess
can
in the
make it out of-
background.
Yeah. This is funny. Listen to Roman here. This is Roman talking about why Hublot is so great.
You can show the world how strong of a manufacturer you are, how innovative of a
So he's talking about like a lot of some of the super high end brands. They'll do a minute repeater, or they'll do a tourbillon, or they'll do all this stuff, remontoire, whatever, to show how advanced they are at complications. Hublot takes a different philosophy. Here's their philosophy.
Manufacturer you are. And it doesn't necessarily mean that you have to measure a manufacturer by the fact that they can make emitter, repeater, turbine, or a combination thereof for perpetual calendars or things of that nature. A chronograph can be just as impressive as a grand complication.
Yeah,
However,
a chronograph is just as good, right?
Yeah.
Chronograph takes just as much hard work as a grand complication.
some of the stuff
Definitely
you guys
not.
make is a completely different take
What?
on
Well, you disagree?
Yeah.
Okay.
Are you
grand
surprised?
complication watches. It's not your traditional, perpetual calendar registers and turbine as you would imagine it. The MP line stuff is just out of this world, but I'll let this gentleman tell us more about it.
So he was talking. So, like, do you?
Yeah.
I mean, this is Roman trying to put a friendly face on the fact that they don't make
Yep.
minute repeaters, tourbillons, perpetual calendars. So, like, that's borderline spooking, right? A little bit. This is their complicated, high complication department.
So here, 13 watchmakers that work only on these specific products. This is the movement where we beat the world record 50 days.
So these are crazy movements, right?
Yeah. Admittedly, yes. They're fancy, crazy movements, yes.
13 people. Is that a lot of people? That's a lot. I mean, that it sounds like 13 people. They probably get paid 150 grand a year, maybe 200
Yeah.
grand a year. That's a lot of investment to
Yeah.
do this.
Our reserve
That's also my favorite part. To wind it, you get a drill.
with the screwdriver, with the drill. It's also here where we do all our, let's say, skeleton movements, tourbillon movements, but we go much further than just tourbillon. As you were saying, Roman, tourbillons are not always the most complicated thing to produce, to assemble, but we went much further with this tourbillon movement, which has sapphire plating. So the full plate is made out of
So
sapphire.
they do sapphire bridges, and they do sapphire cases too, full sapphire cases. That's impressive, right?
Mm. It is.
Okay.
It is impressive for sure. I'm not sure if they are doing all in house.
I think they are, because they have the capability from LVMH to do these cases. Let's see here.
I've seen
Full
some
ceramic.
black ceramic cases.
Full
Yes.
transparency. So all the plate here is the sapphire plate.
Cool.
that
Like
you
the movement's floating inside there.
Yeah.
Because there's a sapphire plate too.
Yeah.
All right. And then there's magic gold. So we get it. All right. Back to Nico's expose on his dealings with Hublot.
I would have never done that, but at least we would have separated from each other as gentlemen. It's actually funnier. You wanted me to fly over and apologize for the last couple of years. Your team would have actually helped.
Well, I don't think Julien Tornare, demanded an apology, right? Probably just wanted him to come over and be fair. Be fair. Let's see who else we got to. Let's see. Hublot equals money for nothing and benches for free. Thank you, Skip Intro. Who's a member here? Let's see who else we got. Capoeira, welcome to the chat. They should have used that money to buy a bench. Enough with the benches, guys. Guys, stop talking about the benches.
I opened a new line of discussion now on your
Crazy.
channel. I apologize for that.
No, never apologize on YouTube. Let's see. Roman likes the Hublot money, but not the watches. Here we go. Let's go back to the video.
On writing that apology. Are you actually out of your mind? You pay influencers, you pay watch influencers like Roman Sharf a lot of money to talk about.
Wow, leveling damning allegations here. You pay watch influencers a lot of money.
Influencers. You play watch influencers like Roman Sharf a lot of money to talk about your brand. And by the way, about Roman Sharf and about Luxury Bazaar.
Oh no. Uh-oh. Let's go into let's kick it up a notch. Just go, by the way, let's expose some more dirt about Roman Sharf and Luxury Bazaar, according to Nico Leonard, not according to the original OC channel.
The biggest fans of Hublot. While we're at it, I got 5 Hublots. 5 Hublots of a very important client of mine.
5 Hublots.
Hublots now.
Yes, 5 Hublots. So apparently he had 5 Hublots in an inventory.
which are 5 very popular Hublots, apparently. I didn't send this to Roman because I don't speak with Roman. I've sent
I didn't send this to Roman because I don't speak with Roman.
a very popular Hublot.
And now,
apparently.
Nico.
I didn't send this to Roman because I don't speak with Roman. I've sent a.
Now Nico shows a screenshot of private messages between himself and Adrian Taskin, who is the co-host of the Roman and Adrian show on the Luxury Bazaar YouTube channel. They do that podcast every week. And so now Nico is exposing private messages. So Nico sends Adrian pictures of these Hublots, basically says like, hey, do you want to buy these? And Adrian says, I'll pass on these models. I don't think it's right to show private messages. I've never ever shared a screenshot or a voicemail or anything given to me in private. And then Nico responds back, even Luxury Bazaar isn't buying Hublots. That's going straight on the gram. So in other words, he basically says, I'm going to expose you publicly, with Roman being Hublot's biggest advocate, but not wanting to buy any because they are so popular. And there's a lot of laughing emojis scattered throughout there. What do you make of this? Guys, guys in the chat, what do you think to this dramatic exposure of private confidential conversations between Nico and Adrian? And then is this really news that that Luxury Bazaar wouldn't be in the business of actually buying Hublots? I mean, it's not really a surprise, is it? Let me know in the chat what you think. But yeah, the whole message is here for everybody to read.
Adrian from Luxury Bazaar, 5 Hublots that I don't want to sell. I'm like, would you like to take this?
And probably can't sell, in all fairness. I mean, it's very hard to sell Hublot.
From Luxury Bazaar, 5 Hublots that I don't want to sell. I'm like, would you like to take this? Sorry, bro, I'll pass on these models. Even Luxury Bazaar isn't buying Hublots. That's going straight on the ground. With Roman being Hublot's biggest advocate, but not wanting to buy them because they're so popular. Roman, Sharf, and Luxury Bazaar talking about Hublot being so popular and being amazing, and you guys sell loads of them. But I have 4 of the most popular models. And you can pick them up for fucking next to nothing, and you still don't.
Pick them up for next to effing nothing, and you still don't want them.
I have 4 of the most popular models. And you can pick them up for fucking next to nothing, and you still don't want to buy it. That shows me something else. Actions speak louder than words, ladies and gentlemen. But to go back to
it means that it's really hard to sell Hublot.
Definitely, yeah.
That's why
I think it's good circular logic to say, well, even the biggest fanboy is passing out on buying them.
Yep. Well, I don't know if it's circular, but Nico certainly looks animated and happy at this exchange. Like, look, you're supposed that you're pro Hublot, but you won't buy them. But I mean, business is business, Jonathan.
Yeah, this is gotcha.
Business. Let's see who we got. We've got Favish Moodley in the chat. What's up? CB is in the chat. I never considered buying an Hublot, but Nico is stimulating my Hublot appetite and appreciation. So is there such thing as like all publicity is good publicity? We talked about this a little bit earlier. Would you say that?
I think CB is just a Nico hater.
Okay, so he just doesn't like Nico. We have a Duco in the chat. What's up, Duco or Duco Tech or whatever your name is? Sorry, can't pronounce it. Is Hublot on the OC approved brands? No, it is not. Definitely never buy Hublot. Even though, again, I'm not saying the watches are bad. Actually, there's some of the watches I like. I like the Big Bang Unico Fusion ceramic, whatever it's called, right? But would I buy one? No. And you definitely don't buy one new. And the thing is, like, if it's not good new, then it's probably not good used. Like this whole thing, like, well, it'll be a great deal if you can get it for 12,000 instead of 26. Yeah, but then you're paying 12,000 for an Hublot.
An undesirable watch. Still a lot
Exactly.
of money.
So even at 12,000, it would be like, for example, maybe I'll put in car terms, and I'm going to get a lot of trouble because I don't know cars, right?
Slippery
It would be
slope
like
now.
slippery slope. Like, but let's say it would be like you're offered, or like a Range Rover or like an Alfa Romeo at like 70% off, like a used Alfa Romeo. Let's say, or Alfa Romeo Giulia Quadrifoglio, since I know this model a little bit. But instead of paying 70,000, you can get it for 30,000. Is that a good deal just because it's a good deal? I don't know. Is it a good deal to get an Hublot at 12,000 just because it lists at 26,000?
You lost me with the Alfa Romeo. So
Okay, it's a car brand. It's an Italian brand.
yeah, no, come on, I'm European here.
See, I told you I was bad at the car analogies. Vimal says the Richard Mille Ferrari is a $1 million loss out the door. So is it hypocrisy if a Richard Mille fan doesn't buy that particular watch? Okay, so Vimal doing a very good analogy here, saying, listen, Nico is doing an unfair analogy to say that Roman doesn't believe in Hublot, but just because he wouldn't pick up one, that's not a good value for the business. Fair point, Vimal. I understand it. Let's see. I think I've said hi to every single person in the chat. If you're someone that I haven't said hi to, drop in a comment. Let's keep going.
Talking about Hublot being so popular and being amazing, and you guys sell loads of them.
This segment I'm not a fan of. Like pulling up, like, this is just pure drama right here. And you know that OC channel remains entirely drama free.
Yeah, we all know how you hate the drama. Yeah,
I've never been involved in any drama. I've never built my reputation on being involved in any kind of drama. So like for Nico to pull up private text messages, confidential text chat, WhatsApp chat or whatever with Adrian, and then, oh, this is going direct, this is going straight to the gram. I mean, come on.
Would you go as far as saying you condemn any kind of drama?
Oh, let's not get crazy.
Okay.
Jonathan, we need a little bit of this show is in a way, we're putting a spotlight on some of the drama, because the watch 2026 in the watch industry is boring, pretty boring. Everybody understands, just buy Rolex and Patek. And so the Pateks are very, very expensive. It's very hard to take your collection, consolidate, and just buy one Patek.
Actually,
Rolexes,
I was just
a lot of them are hard to get too. So
last night when you made that comment with the approved brands and everything, I was just about to burn you. I had Keselowitz on my show, and we were talking about independence, and basically you're progressing out of being caught in the hype, in the hype trap, and during your personal development, then you discover much better brands than Patek and AP and whatever. And I'm still waiting for you to have that breakthrough moment where you just throw all the hype watches aside and you go and discover the good stuff.
Like Richard Mille. That's right.
Ooh, okay.
So
bad example.
Progress past Rolex and Patek and go up to the top of the ladder, Richard Mille. Or if I were looking at pure investment and not quality, F. Pajon.
F. Pajon, yes.
Right.
I want to sell. I'm like, would you like to take this? Sorry, bro, I'll pass on these models. Even Luxury Bazaar isn't buying Hublots. That's going straight underground. With Roman being Hublot's biggest advocate, but not wanting to buy them because they're so popular. Roman, Sharf, and Luxury Bazaar talking about Hublot being so popular.
It's a gotcha moment. It's a gotcha moment. But I don't think it really sticks, because this isn't really Nico's strongest argument. But he had to throw this in there for pure titillation.
Look here,
this is sensationalism.
New pronunciation for Hublot.
Yeah, hoopla.
amazing, and you guys sell loads of them, but I have 4 of the most popular models, and you can pick them up for fucking next to nothing, and you still don't want to buy it. That shows me something else. Actions speak louder than words, ladies and gentlemen. But
Look at the watch that we'll take this off. Look at what Nico's wearing. Full gold. For a while he was wearing Chopek Antarctique, but looks like he's come to his senses, and now he's wearing a full gold bluesy, full gold Rolex bluesy. Way better. Way better.
go back to the comments because of that. I don't believe our values are aligned, and I don't want to be associated with a brand whose actions don't reflect the principles I choose to stand for. I wish you all the best, but I'll be.
This is a little condescending, Nico. A little condescending. I don't believe that Alec. In other words, like, hey, you're not good enough to be associated with the Nico Leonard brand. You know, like,
yeah, that's a little bit too aggressive for a troll, I would say.
It's a little aggressive. I mean, but it's good content. It's good content for sure. But I don't know. Why do you think he's continuing? He's taking an opportunity to continue the very public spat between him and Hublot. Why do you think?
That is a rhetorical question. I mean, Nico Leonard is the biggest
just for the Nielsen
queen
ratings, just for the Nielsen ratings and the drama.
Of course. I mean, he has 2 million subscribers, so he has to throw the red meat on them, doesn't he?
Yep. By the way, how popular is this video? Let me see. It only came out like an hour ago. Like, so, like, just I deliver the absolute breaking news. Like, this video is only an hour old, and we're already doing the full analysis on it. Nico is a content creator, and Hublot stepped into it and can only blame themselves. I know, but they didn't do anything to continue it. He's looking for ways to keep it going publicly and continue the feud. Skip intro reminding us Alfa Romeo. See, the thing with Alfa Romeo is that she's a very sexy car brand.
Yeah,
you gotta
absolutely. It used to be, not anymore, because I think they're now Stellantis. So that's
owned by Chrysler or something like that.
I don't believe our values are aligned, and I don't want to be associated with a brand whose actions don't reflect the principles.
Can you stop for a second?
Sure.
The problem here is we have a CEO of a watch company who is basically battling with the biggest influencer in the watch world, and Nico is a professional troll, and he knows exactly which buttons to push. So there is no winning for the CEO of Hublot in this kind of war. Would you agree with that?
He's damned if he does, damned if he doesn't. It's a tough situation. Yep.
Yeah.
Don't want to be associated with a brand whose actions don't reflect the principles I choose to stand for. I wish you all the best, but I'll be taking my support, my platform, and my name elsewhere.
I'm taking my support elsewhere. Well, they never really had his support anyways.
Yeah.
It's very correct and very nice. And
I have one question for the context. Nico mentioned that charity, £100,000. I'm not sure, did he really pay those £100,000 when the negotiations started, or is that a general statement of him that he spent a lot of money for that charity?
I think it's insinuated that £100,000 figure came from the original offer that Nico got from Hublot to come to the factory. It was never been clarified for sure, but I think it's an insinuation that Nico keeps using that number because that's what he was offered to be paid.
Yeah, and I'm not sure if he paid it in advance just to lure Hublot into it, or if the promise was you give him 100,000
no,
and I'll match that.
No,
up.
I think he said he's saying that I'll match it.
Okay.
Or I don't know if he already paid it and said, listen, I already paid £100,000, so I'd love for you guys to match it. I think it's the other way around, where he wants to try and get Hublot to give £100,000, and the incentive is I'll also match it.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna, I'm not gonna pony up my money first. I want the brand to do it first, and then I'll get caught.
By the way, can you hear Mrs. Higgins opening a bag of chips, or is the audio still okay?
No, I hear Miss Higgins is making tea or something in the background because I keep hearing clanking, a little bit of clanking.
Okay. Sorry. Should I leave the room, or is it okay?
No, it's fine. All fine. All right, let's keep going with this.
My support, my platform, and my name elsewhere, which is a very correct and very nice and very, well, it's a good comment. I've stayed very polite.
It's not the most. Is it polite? Like in terms of words, it's polite, but it's also a little bit of a dig. Like, hey, like my brand, the Nico Leonard brand is so great that I refuse to be associated with brands that don't stand for my principles.
And just like you said before, he's taking his support elsewhere. He never was a supporter of it.
Yeah. Using his swear words and said nothing less than the truth. The truth, however, is that you guys pay influencers a lot of money. And to give you an idea, even watch influencers, I don't even believe.
Oh, and this is something that not just Hublot does, but many, many brands, Tudor, Ulysse Nardin, Gerard Perregaux, Parmigiani, all of these guys, and the biggest brands too, pay these social media influencers in the form of free gifts, free trips, free watches, all kinds of things, in order to curry favor with them. It's an absolute epidemic in our industry, and most of them take the money under the table and refuse to announce or to publicize the fact that they're getting paid under the table to promote these brands.
I have a hard time to believe that the fee for such a video, no matter if it's Nico Leonard or Roman Sharf, is really $100,000. I have a hard time to believe that.
Yeah, it should be much less, considering. I mean, if it were Nico Leonard, I could imagine it'd be 100,000 because he has so many viewers and he gets a lot of views. But Roman's channel, even though Roman has 500,000 subscribers, he only gets a few thousand views on the videos. But maybe, I mean, let's hold on a second. Let me see. On this Hublot video, he got, which was published a month ago. It was published on June 26th, so a little over a month ago. He got 8,000 views. That's awful. That's awful.
Yeah.
I mean, his channel has fallen so far.
Oh, see, we have more clicks on the Elite Horology shows together.
I know. I mean, this channel, believe it or not, this channel with like a few hundred subscribers, live streams routinely are getting 1,000 views now. I mean, that's crazy. So, like, to have a channel with 500,000 subscribers and you barely get a few thousand views, that's not good.
Yes, you're certainly doing something wrong.
Yeah, but Nico, on the other hand, gets a lot of views. Let me just see. The last video he did 2 weeks ago got 250,000 views. 2 weeks before that, he did a video, had over 660,000 views. So his videos routinely get several 100,000 views. No doubt this video just came out about an hour ago. Maybe we can help blow it up. Maybe with our help, we can get this video to 500,000 or more views over the next week or so. Let's do it.
Did you do? I said nothing less than the truth. The truth, however, is that you guys pay influencers a lot of money. And to give you an idea, even watch influencers, I don't even believe that you do. I didn't believe that, but it is actually true. He replied to that comment, "Dear Nico, not aligned indeed on this one. I don't accept blackmailing, especially when we're among the brand."
So Julien Tornare called it blackmail. I mean, other people in the chat here have called it extortion, which is probably the more accurate word.
Is it a good idea? I mean, he certainly has watched more than one video of Nico. Is it a good idea to give a response in accusing him of blackmailing? I mean, can't you see what will be the result of that?
Yeah, well, I think what Julien Tornare is trying to do is be one of these cutting edge type of CEOs that doesn't shy away from a public skirmish, right? And he's like, so I think he's attempting to say like, listen, I could go toe to toe with this guy and do a good thing for Hublot, come out looking good.
Why isn't he paying a PR specialist 5,000 Swiss francs to do that communication on his behalf? I really don't get it.
Don't know.
It is, look, this kind of exchange of communication is exactly how that factory looks from inside.
You're saying that it was dated and yeah. Well, let's see.
Do you think they are using typewriters in his office?
No, I think this is Julien saying, "Listen, I'm going to respond like not taking a page from other people who happen to use Twitter and social media as their primary force of communication, but I think that's who he was trying to emulate. This kind of new style of social media combativeness, and he thought he was going to get the upper hand on Nico, and he's not, because he's a corporate CEO. At the end of the day, he works for LVMH, which is a very conservative company, and they're not going to let him unleash on social media. He probably got reprimanded for this. And, the people at LVMH will probably see this video like, oh shit, the Nico guy's at it again. And what Julien's
we gave it to him.
Yeah, Julien's fucking going back and forth. Like, when did he do these tweets? Why is he still commenting? He's probably taking phone calls from what's his name? The head guy, Bernard or whatever the fuck his name is.
Arnaud.
Arnaud saying, "Oh, I stopped. This is old. I stopped tweeting 2 weeks ago. He's pulling up old comments. Like, well, stop doing it. Don't fucking do it again. Right?"
That give away the most. My respectful invitation was just, dear Nico, not aligned indeed on this one. I don't accept blackmailing, especially.
I will not kowtow to extortion, even if it's for charitable causes. I will not be forced. I want to have my arm twisted to giving to philanthropic causes.
Among the brands that give away the most. My respectful invitation was just.
So in other words, we give a lot to charity already.
Among the brands that.
No, he's talking about a respectful invitation. So you're not gonna get money when you visit our factory.
He says, "I'm not aligned on this one. I don't accept blackmail, especially when we are among the brands that give the most." So he's saying, like, we have a reputation for actually contributing a lot to philanthropic causes. We're not going to be forced to give more just because you want us to.
Couldn't this be worded better? I mean, you're very good with words. Does it make sense to try to give the message across? Okay, we give a lot for charity, and then you use the word blackmailing in the same sentence. Is that smart?
Well, this wasn't the worst. Again, I mean, to your point, this wasn't the most elegantly worded stuff. This is guy, tweeting off the cuff or whatever. And
but that's exactly the problem.
That's the problem. Although if he paid money for a PR firm, Nico would probably get wind of it, say, "I hear you're wasting the company's money. Instead of giving it to charity, now you're hiring damage control consultants to advise you on how to deal with me instead of focusing on making your brand better." It's like it's a no-win situation to engage publicly in this.
But I mean, now you're going a little bit far. You are the guy who knows the best that professional communication is key.
I mean, he's also using the word blackmail isn't the smartest thing here.
No.
Vimal says nope. I'm not sure what nope means, but nope. The CEO is smart. He's setting the stage for a lawsuit If Nico continues, then lawsuits will
That's a
follow.
brilliant idea. I'm pretty sure the LVMH people will celebrate with champagne when they are suing Nico Leonard. Very good
CEO
idea.
the CEO is not smart. He should have given to the charity and exited the chat.
Exactly. Yeah.
I could argue the opposite. By the way, Vimal, I could say that by using the word blackmail, maybe he's intentionally slandering Nico.
Yeah. And I mean, if this CEO would be any bold or brave, he would have replied, Nico, you're totally correct. And attached, you find a screenshot of a check that we wrote for your charity. Not only 100,000.
No, I
we're
would.
donating 200.
No, but I would be more. I would be more bold than that. You know, like a lot of who's good at this stuff. The burger people. Remember when McDonald's, the CEO took like that microscopic bite of the burger.
Oh my god!
Like this. Oh my god! Like I hate
it.
The cheese embers and the tones of the flavor profiles of this SKU are really good, and we've worked hard on the beef notes of this product. And it's like, and then the Burger King guy kind of kind of flamed him. Like, those guys were really good, and Wendy's is also really good on social media attacking in a very clever and humorous way. He could have put up a picture of a check to $100,000 to a charity and just said with in the memo, "Fucking game on," or your flights, your first class, your tickets are fucking booked. Get your ass on the next flight. There's ways that he could have done it.
Yeah.
Where he basically said, "Okay, checkmate, fucker. Here's the 100,000.
Exactly.
Now let's get your ass on a plane."
Oh, see, those are not the ideas of the CEOs. Those are the ideas of professionals who are dealing with social media on a professional basis.
Julien Tornare thinks he's Terry Stern. Terry Stern that guy said crazy things and got into a lot of hot water with collectors and non-collectors. Remember, he famously said that the people who are criticizing the Cubitus are not Patek collectors, and they'll never. He
basically said the people who are criticizing us can't afford buying our watches.
He's right. He's saying that they're not Patek lovers and they'll never be Patek owners, basically, which was actually kind of true. But he shouldn't have worded it that way. But actually, in a way, it's kind of snooty enough where it actually plays into the elitism of the brand.
Well, you can say that as the CEO of Patek, that oozes success. Here we are talking about the CEO of Hublot.
But he's also CEO of a family-run company that he doesn't have to report to a board, or he doesn't have to be held accountable to anybody else. If he were to be in a situation or a position like that, he probably would have been scolded. Like, let's listen. But for someone like Terry Stern, often uses I and me more times in an interview than any other person. Like, I designed this, I did this, I did that. It's never we. It's never a team mentality when he does an interview.
I mean, you realize that the sons of Monsieur Arnault are now getting more and more in charge with the company. Those are young lads who are very savvy in terms of social media, and they see such a kind of battle. Don't you think they cringe and probably have a serious word with this guy?
Yeah, I don't know what's going on with those guys. I know Frederic Arnault at one point was overseeing Tag, Hublot, and Zenith, like as the head of LVMH watches. I think, or maybe Julien or one of those guys. Again, Frederic there's some, and they're not really qualified to run watch.
Yeah, there was some reshuffling. Yeah.
There was some recent reshuffling where they actually eliminated one of the positions, and there's no longer like LVMH watches anymore. It's kind of like, I don't know what's going on over there, but I don't think the kids did a very good job, or have been doing a very good job running these brands. So we'll see. Other CEOs are laughing at Julien in their group chats. You have like an LVMH group chat where like Fucking Julien fucked up again. Get off Twitter, dude.
The
I didn't believe
LVMH
that, but it is actually
WhatsApp
true.
group.
He replied to that comment, "Dear Nico, not aligned indeed on this one. I don't accept blackmailing, especially when we're among the brands that give away the most. My respectful."
See, the thing is, give away. See, you shouldn't even have a word. We give away. It makes it sound like it's a burden for them, right? We're giving away our profits to these charities.
I mean, when you mention, so he tries to do the message, we give a lot to charity. He's doing that in the second and less important part of the sentence. How bad of a salesman is this guy?
Also in a way where he says we're giving away money that we shouldn't give away for these causes. Is basically just by phrasing it as give away. Like, give is a good word, but give away is a bad word. It makes it sound like a bad, you know.
There is only one worse option. He should have replaced giveaway probably with waste. That would have been even worse.
Exactly. We waste too much money as it is on these charities.
Yeah.
Especially when we're among the brands that give away the most. My respectful invitation was just to make you understand and learn about the brand you obviously don't know much about. And
that's also not a nice comment, right? To say you obviously don't know much about.
I mean, if I were Nico, I would say, okay, challenge accepted. Let's do a quiz.
It's just, that's not a way to woo somebody onto your side.
And you can think of Nico whatever you want. He knows his shit.
Is he the most knowledgeable watch guy in the world? I mean, actually, I would say Roman probably knows way more about watches than Nico does. I mean,
but Nico knows a lot. I mean,
well, he's a newbie like I am, not like you, but more like me. He's probably like he got into watches 2020, became a dealer in 2022, something like that. He's not.
I think he was go back years and years. I think he was a watch fan way longer, but
okay.
I don't. I didn't read the biography of Nico Leonard so far.
No, I actually don't know about. I mean, when did he get started? He got started becoming. I mean, Pride and Pinion isn't something that happened until later, like 2022, 2023. But the thing is also Roman also kind of helped him get into the business by giving him inventory and helping him out.
Yeah,
that's why this Nico Roman thing is also how weird how they parted ways and they seem to be not talking with each other. And then he says, anyway, hate is not.
Learn about the brand you obviously don't know much about. Anyway, hate is not
my business at all.
Basically labeling business, Nico.
Labeling the Nico Leonard a hate stream. Labeling a hate stream, which is terminology that obviously
do you think
from me.
Do you think such a reply will have the result that Nico stays off the brand? I mean, you see from his face that
Nico seems to be accelerating this for not for any reason, because this was all done for a long time. This was done like a couple weeks ago. Maybe he's just getting around to doing the video.
My business, right? I really want to.
Right. So he didn't take too kindly to that comment.
Anyway, hate is not my business. Right. I really want to address this. You pay influence.
Okay, so now Nico's going to go back to the influencer argument, and this is an argument that I think is everybody in the community this is something to which everybody should pay attention because, and I've been harping on this because any place where I see it, I try to call it out. I called it out when I saw the TPT, Timepiece Trading, do it, taking money from PackDraw. There was the other social media influencer, the Chinese kid or whatever his name is, that took money from the other gambling company to promote gambling websites. And it's not just gambling websites, but anytime these influencers are taking money, I criticize Christian from Theo and Harris when he took money from the gambling company and promoted it. But also anybody who takes money from a brand to promote a brand, and this is anybody who does that, I'm going to call them out. pretty consistently.
Can you look at in Nico's face? That is the equivalent of Archie Luxury Viper eyes.
He's pissed. Nico's
Yeah.
pissed. So he's gonna talk about influencers, and I'm totally on this bandwagon. I am against social media douchebags taking money from brands to like you least not. I mean, again, this isn't against the brands. The brands are just doing this because they know that they can pay these influencers, these people who run these watch clubs, money. The thing is, like, some of these watch clubs don't deliver ROI, right? We've covered this in some previous episodes. Like, if you
just want to return the greetings to Mathis.
Hey, what's up? Yeah, Mathis is finally back in the chat, co-CEO of the original OC channel. But like, a lot of these influencers don't deliver ROI. Some of the most famous ones that have hundreds of thousands of fake subscribers, and they're just buying subscribers, and they buy views on the video. They're delivering zero ROI to the brands that pay them. So that's a black mark on the brand for being stupid. And it's a black mark on the followers for being so gullible. So it's really just a bad look all around for the industry and the hobby to have brands paying people to promote their garbage brands, their garbage products, influencers who are shady and don't deserve it, and duping followers who are naive and dumb to begin with. So maybe they should all just like destroy each other. Who cares?
A fee to do a video about Hublot. You pay the brand ambassadors a fee to promote the brand.
Well, I mean, listen, Rolex has a whole roster of testimonies from Leonardo DiCaprio, James Cameron,
Yes.
all these guys, sports figures, all kinds of people to wear and promote Rolex. They're getting, we don't know the details of their contracts, but they're getting paid handsomely to do that in the form of fees and watches. I think Rolex's approach is a little bit more a little classier.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah.
But they do get paid to make appearances, and they do get paid to promote the brand through their own success, you know? So their success becomes synonymous with Rolex, and Rolex reaps the benefit of that. These guys do something a little bit different. So people like Ulysse Nardin and Tudor and Oris and Nomos and Moser and others, they pay people, influencers, to promote those brands, to try to get groups of people to get interested so they can sell a few watches. And a lot of times they don't even tell anybody that they're being paid.
I think the difference with those ambassadors, Omega and also Rolex, is that basically the brands are doing all the work. So you will not find Roger Federer to promote Rolex on his own. He's always embedded in the PR organization of Rolex, while with Roman Sharf, he's doing his own thing, and then it turns out a video of his brands that supports him.
Yep.
Is that a smoking gun here? That Mathis accepted a free stake from TPG?
Well, he did. That's a self-admitted. He did.
Wow.
He did allow TPG to buy him dinner. It was either TPG or Roman, one of those two.
That is shocking.
Yep.
To me. I thought that Mathis would be an unbiased guy. That he's getting bought by TPG. That is a shocking revelation.
We're all paid shills here. I'm a paid shill right now for Rolex and Patek Philippe. Check this out. It's the Steel weekly calendar. I've got the Calatrava Cross deployment, with the black strap. Weekly. What do you think of the weekly calendar complication?
With the cartoon fonts, you mean?
Yeah, with the handwritten typography. I know you're
not
a big
the
fan.
biggest, not
Huge
the biggest fan, but I appreciate that Patek is still doing a dress watch in steel.
There were two. They offered me two pieces in steel. They have this one, and then they also have a chronograph, steel chronograph with like a salmonish copper.
Oh yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. And that one, I didn't love that one. So I said, I want something in steel. And they said, how about this? I said, sure, I'll
Was
take
it
it.
part of an allocation process, or was that pure love?
I don't know. If I come on here and unbox, if I come on here and unbox the watch that I've requested, the 5810 1G, which is a fantastic two-hander, beautiful two-hander. It's 7.5, I think, 7.8 millimeters. Actually, 6.9. It might even be like 6.9 millimeters thin. Very, very thin.
Isn't
Elegant sports watch.
And
I think
and
they should give it
finally,
to me.
the 240 movement with a micro rotor and not with a central rotor.
Indeed,
the
indeed. Yeah,
Nautilus
I have
YouTuber.
2 watches with a central rotor already. It's like I
Mhm.
got nothing with
It's about the time, yeah.
yeah.
So are
CB,
you?
why not? CB says, why not the platinum? That's a great question. Check it out. This is the one in platinum. It is the 5610.
Yeah,
This is
Rust's getting that one.
Ooh. This is 39 millimeter, I believe.
38.
38. 112,000. Man, you got better hope you don't get the call for this thing, because your bank account will not be happy. Yeah, this is the same thinness, by the way, as the bigger one,
Yeah.
as the 5810.
That's amazing. I love that platinum. Yeah.
They knocked these out of the park, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Do you think there's room for them to introduce more models later this year?
I think they will.
It is the
do,
50th
yeah.
anniversary. It's the 50th anniversary of the Nautilus. They have only done these. Do you think they'll introduce some other?
I think they
things?
will do, yes. Mhm.
If they did, then the argument could be made that that Patek could beat Vacheron as brand of the year. Would you concur?
Who decides who is brand of the year? You?
We do. We, the watch community,
shit,
decide. We
okay.
decide. So let me ask you this: so far, we're more than halfway through the year. What is brand of the year in your eyes?
Certainly not Vacheron in my books.
No, well, Vacheron, they did a new rose gold 1921. They introduced the Everest 2, which is going to be by all accounts a big hit. 4 different colors. They've got the brown, the blue, the green, and the white. So Everest was a popular model. And then they have the that super expensive platinum overseas with the salmon dial, which nobody's going to get, and it's actually not that attractive. But
nobody wants to buy that.
So you would I think they had a good year, and they had a good last year as well. And they have clocks and other stuff too. But who do you think is being better than Vacheron? Guys in the chat, chime in. This is your chance for audience participation. Brand of the year so far for 2026. Who is it? You've got 5 choices. You've really got 5 choices: Rolex, Patek, AP, Richard Mille, or F. Pajon. F. Pajon hasn't really introduced anything, so they probably disqualified.
Yeah. I would still nominate Patek Philippe just for those anniversary Nautili.
Just for those. I mean, they came out with a whole bunch of incredible watches. They're very expensive. Do you need a refresher on what Patek did? Hold on.
Give it to me.
Whole sleeve.
I have a short memory because I'm not interested in Patek. You know that I'm reaching for difference.
You need to go to the Milan
the main page
exhibition.
with novelties, yeah.
So let's see. I'll go to the main page here. Find this. I'll be right back. I'm just filtering.
Wouldn't it be safe to say that they will do more variants of the Cubitus a little bit later in the year?
Yeah. I mean, they're really stuck with one dial color with the steel model. They introduced 2 mid sizes, lady sizes, white gold with the blue dial and rose gold with the brown dial. But look at all the cool shit that came out. They new version of the 5236, which arguably is a pretty good. I was gonna say the most attractive, but that's subjective. That's all the way on the far left. The inline calendar. Are you a fan of the inline calendar?
Not really. I prefer the blue dial of the first one
The
that
first
they
one.
had.
So they had blue, then they had salmon, I believe, and then they have this one now, which is a gray, vertical gray striation. They've got all these new perpetual calendar chronographs. Got the gray, the blue, the red.
Okay, boring. I mean,
and you got the very sporty one on the left, which is with the red. Now this is a split second
that is
chronograph.
split second, yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
But super small.
Pusher. Yep, small
case.
but very attractive. You've got the skipping the celestial, or whatever that one is. They have an alarm clock now, the new alarm, which looks a lot like the asphalt dial. This is blue ombre asphalt, and they also have a green asphalt.
Wow!
Look at all this stuff. I mean, they came up with.
We've been criticizing Omega for making the groundbreaking Speedmaster Man on the Moon with the white dial. So most of it, what you're showing to me, is just a different dial color. So okay.
Yeah. Well, look at this. They took the much maligned AutoZone, which was that trio of white gold Calatravas with the turquoise blue, red, and yellow hands, and then they said, "Fuck you! You don't like that? We're making a minute repeater out of it."
Yeah.
Look at
Beautiful
that.
movement. I'd rather wear it upside down or backside up than the other way around. Yes.
SE is in the chat. One of my favorite Germans. Member of the channel is using his member emoji, your Patek Calatrava Cross emoji. Great to see SE, who's a member, in the chat. One of the best guys out there. There's not enough German silver on the Pateks. German silver is basically, what is that, nickel? German silver is like a nickel alloy.
It's nickel, zinc, and still I think copper as well.
Yeah.
It tarnishes more than the nickel plated brass that usually is being used.
Yep. Leo says, "I hate work days that interrupt watching the live stream." Yes, that's outrageous that you would allow actual work to come in between you and a great live stream. Let's go back to the Nico video and let's go all the way to the end here.
That's what you do. I offered you random influencers a fee to do a video about Hublot. You pay the brand ambassadors a fee to promote the brand. What you do? I offered you a fee, but instead of that fee going to me, it would go to charity, which means it makes you look good and not me.
Yeah, but they don't want to be pressured. They don't want to make it look like you forced us to do something. Right.
It's my fee. It's not blackmailing. My fee. And it was
I think so. That word blackmailing triggered him. So like this is the case. I think Skip Intro mentioned it in the chat. If Julien Tornare had not used the word blackmail, maybe this whole episode would be on pause, or maybe there would be détente or some kind of cooling off period or a truce. But now Nico's fighting back because he didn't like that.
And not me, that was my fee. It's not blackmailing. My fee. And it was a basic fee. It was a fee that was less than you pay Roman Sharf, Julien.
I don't think so.
So now the damning allegation that he's basically saying that you paid Roman Sharf more than 100,000 pounds to create a video promoting the Hublot factory tour. That's a lot of money. A lot of money for a very few thousand views. And definitely Roman raked them over the coals if he actually, and he probably got a free trip, first class tickets, lodging, and all that stuff. But do you think it's possible that Hublot paid Roman Sharf over 100,000 pounds for this?
No way. I was thinking about if Roman probably was cleaning that dirty factory floor at Hublot.
They gave him a one of those Swiffer wet jet.
Basic fee. It was a fee that was less than you pay Roman Sharf, Julien. So it isn't got nothing.
Ooh, and it's a fee that you pay less than you pay Roman Sharf, Julien.
I see here CB and SE falling over me for being totally clueless about the new watches from Patek. And to be honest, I am. And I give my apologies to the guys when I have insulted them.
Well, listen, Jonathan, you exposed yourself for not being a real watch guy because you haven't memorized in depth.
I'm not a real Patek guy. I was very interested in the anniversary of the Nautilus, and I find that cork box super cool. And I think they're still making that now for the new anniversary things. Do you know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, the square cork box. But look, they also redid the 5396. They introduced a new, they call it champagne sand beige or whatever they call this style. It's just, I have the 5396 in blue.
Yeah, yours is much nicer, if I'm honest.
Thank you. They have this new smaller world time. This is a ladies' world time with a very bold red dial color. They have this one, which I don't know much about, but a lot of people were raving about it. This is some kind of retrograde something. Then they have the new 5227 instead of it black. Smaller size. It's like the baby brother to the 6196. You know, so these are all new. I mean, some of them are dial color changes. This one is just crazy. I mean, this one does not look good in pictures, but it looks much better in person. That's the.
Do you really think? I have a comment on that one because
I've seen it in person. It's better looking.
I think that the problem with that watch is that it shows even more that this is a round movement in a square watch. By making it transparent doesn't help it in any way or shape or form.
Yeah, wish I could pause this, but you can't pause it. So when you see the back, you see a round movement in that case. You don't think it looks like it's been custom designed here?
No, I think they put
a square louver. They put a square louver.
A square louver, and also they extended some of the main bridges, if I remember that correctly, to hide it a little bit. But it's still the normal movement that we know, with a little bit of visual tricks.
Yep. Guys, if you're still with us, this is the Original OC channel. I'm joined by Jonathan Higgins. We're talking about Patek Philippe. We're also talking about this new Nico Leonard bombshell allegation against Hublot and Luxury Bazaar CEO Roman Sharf. Let's keep going.
It was a fee that was less than you pay Roman Sharf, Julien. So it hasn't got nothing to do with blackmailing. But let me go onto my reply to that, and that was the final end reply. I think it's important to be clear about the meaning of the word blackmail, because of what happened here was exactly the opposite. Blackmail is an act of demanding something through threats, coercion.
So he went to the dictionary. He went to his Funk and Wagnalls, Webster's dictionary, whatever. What's the actual definition of blackmail? Let's cut and paste this.
Well, if we are honest, Nico knows exactly what kind of influence he has. So demanding is a strong word, but probably very fitting.
Yeah. Exactly the opposite. Blackmail is an act of demanding something through threats, coercion, or
coercion. He said coercion. So it's coercion. He said coercion.
Blackmail is an act of demanding something through threats, coercion, or
it's like he's been in horologies for so long that
you can see that he's losing his breath. He's getting really pissed, so he's now hyperventilating.
Coercion of conformity.
Threat of exposing information. At no point did I threaten you, your company, or anyone associated with it. In fact, I was happy to accept your invitation. The only thing I asked
But I demand that you pay £100,000 to a charity in exchange for my visit.
In fact, I was happy to accept your invitation. The only thing I asked was, instead of you paying me, a fee like you do with every other man and his dog, I would like,
Like every other loser social media
Yeah.
douchebag influencer.
instead of you paying
Ano-
me a fee
Any other man and his Roman.
Ooh.
like you do with every other man and his dog, I would like you guys to make a donation of £100,000 to a charity that is really important. It would match a donation I was making myself.
Oh, so in other words, this is a donation that I was already making. Maybe maybe Nico already picked the charity or the organization. Maybe it's like for Hublot to do that, they'd have to jump through hoops and get corporate approval from LVMH. LVMH has to vet the charity.
Oh, for
They have a
sure.
whole board that they have to go through. It might take like months or even years for them to approve something like that to do. Like, we need to vet the organization. We need to meet with them. Like, we demand that we have a member of LVMH on their board so we can oversee. Like, you can't just say like, hey, I'm I want to give to the original OC Foundation for Elite Horology, and I'm giving £100,000, so therefore you guys should match it.
I still have a hard time that Nico paid in advance. Maybe he made it 100,000 donation because that is what he does every year. But I have a hard time that during those talks he shells out £100,000, puts that to the donation, and then tells Hublot, no, match it.
Yeah, well, here's a link for either Nico or
Ooh,
Julien.
Roman.
Well,
I thought Roman.
Roman can join too. Link for boom. And here we go. Let's continue on.
And I wasn't asking for any personal gain. I wasn't asking for a fee personally, nor any commercial agreement. My view was simple. You have a
It's very long worded. It's final reply.
budget available for celebrities, influencers, entertainment appearances, and direct a portion to that towards a meaningful charity. That would have been a beautiful statement of what the brand stands for. You were, of course, entirely free to decline, and I fully respect that decision.
Does he really respect it though? Does he really? I mean, he's been
He
riding them hard.
respectful.
We're riding charities here.
I'm free to decide whatever I want to be associated with a brand based on the values it chooses to demonstrate. This was never about money, it was about principles. A beautiful brand would have seen an opportunity to create
This is the how many times is he going to use the word beautiful? Beautiful brand, yes, beautiful opportunity.
Positive impact. We simply viewed that opportunity differently. And that's okay. I have no emotions towards you or Hublot. I feel Hublot is totally irrelevant at this point anyway.
Ooh,
so
boom.
the CEO of Hublot.
I think you made a good point. Even if the CEO of Hublot would have been willing to play that game, there would be an entire committee in the Louis Vuitton organization vetting and making decisions and aligning and everything like that. So it's a little bit unfair to say, okay, you don't share my principles because
it could have been if it's like a charitable cause of their choosing, then that would have been something,
that would have been much
totally irrelevant at this point anyway. So the CEO of Hublot said that I blackmailed him when I was very clear. If you want me to do a video with you or go towards your facility and to use my platform, that I
quote, like he's this part is off script. This is the Nico being Nico. If you want me to go towards your facility,
well,
look.
He saw the Roman Sharf video and how crap it looks. So
go towards it.
The facility.
Screenshots are free, guys. If you want to, by the way, if you want to do a screenshot of you and your wrist shot up against the screen, maybe making a comment on the original OC channel, feel free to do it right now. It's great. You can pause the video and do your wrist shot. Send it to me on Instagram.
Or go towards your facility and to use my platform that I have because of all the people that have watched the videos throughout the years and all the hard work we've put in as a team. And you want to use that to tell your message, and you expect me to say, well, you know what? I want you to do that for free. You are paying a lot of money to influencers and to ambassadors and for parties and all sorts. But
I think he's now repeating that argument that they're paying influencers for the 5th or 6th time.
Yep.
So it gets a little bit repetitive.
It's repetitive, but it's an important one. But it's like he's not going to dictate how their marketing budget gets apportioned. He's not going to say, "Well, I'm going to take 100,000 out of here," because because they have to have launch parties, they have to pay, they have to have receptions for influencers, they have to give watches to influencers. There's a lot of shit they had to do, and a lot of the brands have to do it. Patek spends a fortune on parties. AP spends millions. You saw what they did at Watches and Wonders and Dubai Watch Week. They spend millions creating these exhibits for people to, and that's and then they spend millions more to have influencers fly in and experience it and do videos about it. So, but they don't want to be pushed. They don't want to be bullied.
Have the actual balls to make a payment. My fee was £100,000 donation to a charity, which isn't my charity. I have nothing to do with the charity. I love that charity because it does incredible work for children in Northern Ireland to make sure that they have a Christmas present, and you denied that. That was
okay. So it was a specific charity. Maybe they just didn't like the specific. They don't like being bullied, and they don't want to have to. Who would want to give to an Irish charity, anyways? Come on.
Children in Northern Ireland.
It's toys for children in Northern Ireland.
Hey, you stole Christmas now.
Yeah, I mean, I doubt this charity's. I mean, they should be glad they get £100,000 donation from Nico
to make sure that they have a Christmas present.
How many toys do they need, by the way? Isn't £100,000 a lot of toys for the kids of Northern Ireland? I mean, what are they getting? iPhones as their Christmas presents?
Well, Hublot stole Christmas now for Irish kids, so I think that's not a good message.
That was
you denied it. You denied Christmas gifts for all the children of Northern Ireland.
In Northern Ireland to make sure that they have a Christmas present, and you denied that. That was my fee. You did decline that, and that is fine. What isn't fine is you calling that blackmail. And this is exactly what Hublot stands for many years.
Hublot.
Now this is weird. That's exactly what Hublot stands for many years. Not supporting Christmas gifts for Northern Irish kids.
Yeah.
And this is exactly what Hublot stands for many years. And I am just the one to say it out loud. You could have said yes. And now that door is closed. And that door remains closed. I want to take this opportunity to apologize.
This is Nico putting his glasses on. So pay attention now, because this is the Professor Leonard.
And that door remains closed. I want to take this opportunity to apologize to absolutely nobody. And Hublot.
Listen, I've said this before. Never apologize for something you say on YouTube. Never apologize. It always comes back to haunt you. I've never apologized for a single thing I've ever done on YouTube. Really? Private life, you can apologize, but never apologize for anything that ever happens on YouTube.
This opportunity to apologize to absolutely nobody. And Hublot, you can go climb a tree and stay in it. It's so funny. I gave you an olive branch. Hey, you shoved it right in my face. Well, Julien, have a lovely day.
Oh, this I haven't seen. I have not seen this. I have not seen this. By the way, that we are showing copyrighted content. It looks like we're showing AI generated content as well. I don't know if I have to flag this live stream now as containing AI generated content, but I have not seen this.
Shoved it right in my face. Well, Julien, have a lovely day.
This is not, by the way, this is not Julien Tornare. This is a AI interpretation, a representation. This is brutal.
Why doesn't he love me?
Ooh.
Today I'm gonna expose the CEO of a.
Okay, so that was
vicious.
Wow, vicious and nasty ending. Let's play that one all the way through.
doesn't he love me?
That is not the surroundings of the Hublot building, by the way.
No, they're not up in a high rise like that.
No, actually, have you seen the building?
No,
It's
they have a new, but they have a new manufacturer that they're building. They're spending
yeah,
about,
the manufacturer. It's a big black modern looking building. Actually, see that from the highway.
Yep. Okay. There it is. Let's back up. Hold on. Ready? Can I go? What is this video? Let's go to something else real quick. Here is the Nico Leonard YouTube channel. Boom. Don't you love this picture of Nico here? Check it out. I'll drop the link. This is the thank you, Nico, for the content. This was very, very fun analysis. Boom. And let's see here. Let's thank everybody for watching. And yeah, thanks from all for your super chat. Thanks to all the members for tuning in. Thanks. Anybody wants to come on and lodge a response? The channel is open. The panel is open for anybody. Nico, Roman, Julien, Tornare, anybody. Feel free to jump on.
Yeah, for me it's now bedtime. OC, thank you very much for
thanks
tolerating me.
Of course.
You have a good rest of the show. Nicely done, and talk to you very soon. Yeah.
Cheers.
Bye-bye,
Cheers.
OC.
Cheers. All right.
Do you want to kick me out or?
No. Well, no. You can leave on your own.
I'm on my iPad.
Oh, it's easier for you to. Okay. Bye. I'll kick you out. I'll kick you out. Boom. All right, so that's it. That's the Nico Leonard continuing the war against Hublot and taking it to Luxury Bazaar Roman Sharf, kind of wrapping him in there by posting private confidential messages between him and Luxury Bazaar's Adrian Taskin. I'll open it up for Q&A. We'll do this Q&A. This is your chance to say, show your appreciation for the live stream. Members, just type in a comment saying, "Good show, OC." Hey, we got Buckley in the chat. Buckley, watch market going to zero. Everyone's lying. Get ready for the market to plummet. They're running. They're hustling. Stop it. Stop it. They don't have the watches. They're lying to you. Good to see Buckley in the chat. Let's see. Who else? I want to make sure I didn't miss anybody. Did we get everybody? Anybody want to jump on? Does anybody want to jump on? I know there are people that want to jump on. They're like, should I or should I just wait? Should I jump on? Should I unbox the watch that I got and do it on OC's channel? You probably should. There's a link. Boom. There's the link. Jump on. Let's see here. I'm surprised he did this AI thing at the end. A watch CEO tried to silence me is the name of the video. All right. Let's see if anybody want to jump on. This is your chance. Let me know. right. Are we done? Are we all done? Are we all done here? Fair warning. Fair warning. Guys, upvote the live stream on the way out. We should, if you're watching this, upvote the live stream. Thank you for watching, guys. We'll catch you on the next one. Thanks to Nico Leonard for allowing us to share the video, the breaking news. We'll catch you on the next one. Peace out. Does anybody want to jump on quick before I end it? Last chance. I'll go for another 2 minutes. 2 minutes. Does anybody want to jump on? Let's see here. I'll drop a link. If you're watching this and you're not a member, please consider becoming a member on a non-Apple device. All right. Is that it? Enjoy the rest of your Monday. Have an amazing time. And we'll catch you on the next one. Peace out. Let's see if people leave. Do you want to jump on the after? Is there anybody who wants to jump on an after show, or would you rather jump on now during the live show? Is there anybody else streaming right now? That's a good question. It's how come nobody's streaming? That's a good question. Is there anybody streaming? Nope, I'm the only person. Wow. I'm the only person, only watch channel on YouTube that's streaming. Aha, that explains why you guys are stuck here. That explains it. Hey, look, Peeps. Peeps was lurking the whole time. How long were you lurking in the background? Listen, no one is streaming, man. Keep it rolling, big dog. All right, keep it rolling. Keep it rolling. I got nothing to do. Let's see if there's anything else I can talk about. If there's any, I don't read, just fucking read articles off of Chromo 24. Let's see if there's some interesting news out there. Oh, there is something I want to bring up, but it's kind of controversial. Do I bring it up? Let me see if I can pull it up without getting into any trouble. Let's see. Let's see if I can do this without getting into any trouble. Probably not. Dudes, I mean, if you want to do Park Bench Premium requires guests. We need panelists. Hold on a second. Hold on, I'll bring it up. Let me pull it up. It's on, I got it on WhatsApp. Let me see here. Hold on. Okay, I'm going to pull it up. Might get me in a little trouble, but I'll pull it up anyway. Let's see. Nope, I don't want to forward it. I want to open message with a new thing. And I want to drop it in this tab. Boom. And then, all right. Hold on a second. Hold on a second. Boom. I'll do it. I'll do it. Since there's nobody watching anyway. All right. Are you ready for this? Bring it up, OC. Bring it up. Okay. Here we go. This is going to be controversial to say the least. Let me see if I can hide this. Boom. I'll try and not reveal the source. And remember, everybody is innocent until proven guilty. Scammer alert. Scammer alert. Let's see here. Scammer alert. Beware. Hold on a second. Get rid of this. Boom. Beware. See this guy? Beware the scumbag in the picture above is Arthur Yampolsky, company name Rarity Designs. He has stolen millions from dealers, retail clients, and is under investigation for bounce checks, wire fraud, credit card scam, Ponzi scheme, etc. More and more people are coming out saying he owes them money or that he took their jewelry or watches and never returned or paid for them. He's in the Miami area, kicked out of most establishments in Sunny Isle, Aventura, and downtown Miami. He is still going around doing the same in other locations. He's also known on 47th Street, by the way. 10 months later, he's still at it, shaking my fucking head. And here is a little bit of the comments here from that Instagram post. Never paid me on 5 watches I sold to him, returned jewelry to him, and he never gave me my money back. Horrible. Stole over $250,000 from me. That's from Sam One. And Mr. Bogo stole $20,000 from me as a client, lied about doing a deal that didn't exist, said he would pay me back in 2 weeks, never got more than $2,000 back. Guys, if you know anything about this guy, Arthur Yampolsky, in the Miami, Florida area, please put out your feelers. If you're watching right now, do your Google searches, find out as much information that you can. He's apparently stolen millions, allegedly stolen millions from customers, from dealers, and retail clients. Investigation underway. Hey, LEB in the chat. What's up? All right, that's the show. Peace out, guys. Have a great show. The great rest of your Monday, and we'll catch you on the next one. Peace.